think she's being honest though? You don't think maybe?
I don't know. I hope it's like a ruse. I hope it's a ruse.
Well, it's like the deer. She said the dead deer thing. She had read it on. She had seen it on Reddit or something, and she was just repeating it.
Oh, the fuck out. This guy did want me to fuck his dog, but I ghosted him and broke up with him because he was going to buy a new one. I said, fuck that. So, yeah, so that, that's what happens when you fuck around on Tinder. You find some weird people. So, I didn't actually do it.
What about this stuff with, like, your child? You birthed the kid.
Yeah, that actually did happen.
And so your father is molesting that girl?
I mean, the same from when I was a kid and then no relationship as an adult. I mean, we haven't done anything recently in a while, but
Anaconda, on Marty's stream, I heard you say that you didn't supposedly do that with your dad until you were an adult, though, right?
Well, it turns out an investigator called me and then told me that there was a prosecution tape from when I was younger, about 7th grade, and it's pretty accurate, and I have it till I'm 31, and I'm 30 now. But I don't want to, fuck over his life like that and take his retirement away from him. And
yeah, you keep saying that. Yeah, that's your thing. Yeah, whatever. You don't want to turn in a
13-year window.
But, I mean, would you at least want to get your niece away from me, maybe? If that's real?
I mean, she's not my kid, though. She's adopted by my sister, and it's my sister's problem.
Yeah, see, her whole mentality is that it's not happening to her, so it's okay.
Okay, but I mean, she's kind of...
It doesn't matter.
She's kind of special, though. She might not understand.
That's exactly it. You're 100% correct. She doesn't understand.
You have to find a way to maybe say it to her.
She has zero awareness of the outside world. Like anyone else's emotions or feelings or anything, it's non-existent.
You just got to find out the way she can hear it, maybe.
I've tried. I yelled at her the other day.
Well, that's not.
And I know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to talk to these people.
You just got to pay attention.
Oh, my dad's done so much good for me, and I told
exactly.
You that. And he got me a house. He's done so much good things for me. Why would I fuck him over like that? And I deleted.
Because he's a pedophile. Because he's a pedophile.
My ass too. He paid $6,000.
Because he touches kids. He touches kids.
He paid $6,000 to get my innocence.
Yeah, and he touches little girls. And
he's pushing my ex-husband off the porch.
Yeah, and he touches little girls.
Have you told the little girl's mom?
What about Jesus, love and forgiveness? What about forgive and forget? What about that?
But
yeah, you don't forget about that.
Have you told?
You don't forget about those things.
Have you told the little girl's mom?
I am the mother. My sister adopted it.
She birthed that child, and she's letting her father molest her.
Does your sister know? Did he molest your sister?
She doesn't believe me unless there's video and photo evidence, and the investigator told me, well, who does have that?
What did the little girl say? Did they ask her?
She told me that my pubic hair, when it's long and curly, looks just like my dad's.
But I mean, did the other adults or the police talk to the little girl?
But she knows the shape of her father's penis. Anna literally just said that. She knows it.
Yeah, well, I'm asking, can you remember, did anyone talk to the little girl? They told you needed...
I know of. I know I spoke to someone when I was younger, and that got brought up from the investigator who called me and said, hey, did you know what happened to that? How come you never went to court over that? Well, it happened when my parents got back together, and it was from 2011 case. And you
wouldn't turn him in because you don't want to lose your home.
Okay, I think I get it.
I didn't even know that this was even an ongoing thing, and I had 6 months left until all of this happened, which only got brought up from the investigator because of the Marty stream video.
Okay, Dion, what I think has happened is maybe that little girl's not real.
13-year window gap.
And so,
do you actually
when you ask, she's flipping.
Tachy, I understand what you're saying.
Calm down.
But Anna, did you actually birth a child?
Yes.
From who? Who is the father?
Shannon Underwood, my ex-husband, but I never pursued a...
Who's the ex-husband? What's his name?
Shannon Underwood, but I never pursued
Shannon Underwood.
Shannon Underwood.
Yes.
Oh, come fuck on. And where's he from?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. And so you birthed this child, and now your sister has custody of the child, correct?
Yes, since she was 2 years old.
Who's
And your father spends nights with this child. And
yeah,
he
in bed with them.
and he molested you when you were 7, right?
When I was very young, yes.
When you were very young, he molested you, and he sleeps in the same bed as your child.
Yes.
does
We
the
sleep in the
child?
same bed together.
Do you understand
Do you
how
have
bad that
your
is?
ex-husband's last name?
Shannon Underwood, but we have no protection against each other. If you contact him, I will go to jail.
I'm not contacting him. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm confused about like that. I thought it was your niece. Like, and it's
Yeah,
I
she's my
didn't know
niece
you had a
now.
kid.
Yeah, technically, legally, it's her niece. Legally, because she gave up custody of the
So
child
it doesn't
to her
have the
sister.
dad's name. The dad doesn't have any custody. Like
I
the
have a
birth.
kid. There's proof. There's proof right there. I'm sending you the photo.
Does your the baby's daddy, does he have to pay child support?
No, we never did any of that because we just wanted my sister and them to adopt a kid, and they didn't want custody and all that shit bullshit going on.
Can you send that picture? Can you also send that picture to Tachy?
Yeah. That's from she was born in 2015. See, that's proof I have a fucking kid. I'm not sending you a recent photo because I don't want to dox the kid, but that's a photo of me with a baby. So yeah, that's definitely me with a baby.
Does the father have like a criminal record?
Shannon Underwood? Yeah, he does.
Shannon Underwood. From what? Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, there's other alternatives though too. Turns out there was a pedophile guy. I mean, that had sex with a 17-year-old. He was 18. His name was Jesse, and he was my ex-best friend's husband, who's a decade older than me. So there's multiple alternatives. But she looks mixed.
Oh, she looks mixed.
Yeah, like she looks now.
She's beautiful.
That's how I was the baby. Yeah, that's how I was the baby. I don't want to show a recent photo because I don't want to dox her. But that's my baby I had. Yeah,
You're
and then
glowing.
I got my tubes cut and blonde, and I got my tubes cut and blonde because I didn't want to have any more kids. I gave that one a better life. I didn't want to give that one away and hold off and wonder why'd you give me away and then keep the other ones.
Well, you're glowing. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, I did in fact have a kid.
You look really nice as a mother. I guess the hormones were still there. Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, that was right after I gave birth to her, so that makes sense.
And good for you for not to share her images. That's really good.
Yeah, I'll show that photo as proof, but that's not
don't ever.
It's not boxing. Yeah.
You probably just shouldn't show anyone her pictures. Like, there's proof right there. You do have a daughter. That's proof.
Well, yeah, and I don't want other people out here that could jerk off to it and shit. There's people out there that would do shit like that, and I don't want them AI putting it in AI form and shit and doing weird shit with that. So I heard about that shit. So I don't want to be posting photos or videos on the internet. My sister keeps everything private on Facebook and shit, so nobody can see her stuff.
Hey Anna, so your ex-boyfriend, the one that tried to get you to have sex with a dog, did you fellatio the dog?
No, I just broke up with the guy.
You broke up with him, so you didn't touch the dog. You didn't try to get him.
No. He tried to get the dog to do it to me, but I didn't do anything to the dog. The dog. So you didn't touch the dog. The dog licked my boobs and licked my pussy, but I didn't make the dog do it. He just came up and started. Did
you put anything on your body to make him do that?
No, he just came up and licked us. While me and Chad was having sex. And
then he wanted you to have sex with the dog?
Yeah, and then he tried to put the dog on me, and the dog
Did he try to do this more than once, or just the one time?
Yeah, he tried a bunch of times, but it didn't work.
And what was his name again?
Chad. He was
Chad?
I don't know what his last name is. He was black jet hair.
It was a guy from Tinder? Okay.
Yeah. He was 45 at the time.
He's 45, and how old were you?
It was in 2018, so I'm 30 years old now.
2018, so you're 28?
I'm 30 years old.
So it's 2 years ago.
What? No, 2018.
2018.
This was back in 2018.
Wait, what year were? I don't know what year you were born.
2018. It was in 2018 that this happened.
I want to play this thing.
I was born in 1994.
Whatever that math is, I'm high as fuck.
What have you been diagnosed with? Do you have like autism or ADHD? Like,
I have a learning delay, and I have mild autism.
No, not all learning delays. Like, are you mentally
it's not
like
mild. It's
like my cousin? My cousin will always be 15.
Retarded.
No, I'm not saying you're retarded.
No,
did you graduate high school?
Yes.
Did you? What was your GPA? Did you?
Well, that
did you
don't mean
attend like
shit.
regular?
I was in
I'm just
special
wondering.
ed. I was in special
You were
ed.
in
I don't
special
know.
ed. Special ed
yes,
classes.
I don't know. Yeah, I was all short bus.
Yeah,
yes, I was retarded.
GP with all grades and all
I'm
that.
not judging you for that. I'm just wondering like your education.
IQ was 72.
72 IQ.
Yeah, from Bright Point. That's what the doctor told me.
People
when I
need to
was
keep that.
my IQ.
People need to keep that in mind because, like,
people like her should be sterilized. Like, why are you bringing a child into this world?
Dude, I am. I got my tooth cut and born after I gave the child up for adoption.
Yeah, it should have happened before then.
The government, the government should not get to decide who can and can't have kids. And I don't agree with that.
I think so. I think so. Why? Why are we?
Okay, can I tell you why? Because they didn't think I was sexually active because I was they deemed it up to me being disabled. Yes, retarded. So they didn't think I was doing those things, and it turns out, then I got pregnant, and then they were like, oh,
a retarded dude had sex with you, and then we're gonna make a retarded kid. Yeah, great. That's a great use of society, like
And I also grew up around Christianity.
resources, and
they didn't believe in birth control and stuff.
Have you ever had Anna? Have you ever had a job? Do you pay taxes?
I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years.
What are you doing? Like, why are you agitating?
I'm sorry,
her?
because she's enabling a fucking child abuser.
Well,
so
this isn't how you fix it.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
This is like that's for fun behavior. Like until a situation's remedied, like. Just don't add.
My father's gonna, in the end, sell everything he owns, retire, and move to Florida. None of this is gonna fucking matter. Everything's gonna be left behind. He's gonna move to Florida.
You understand if you turned him in and then you sued him for molesting you, you could probably have everything he owns.
But like, I can't pay bills. He's
you're autistic.
He's my payee. I live in the house he got me. I paid him $250.
Anna, listen to me right now.
The only way I can get my disability checks income is if I pay my dad $250 in rent. And my dad's my payee, dude. I can't pay bills on my own. I'm like a child. I don't know how to do any of that. How do you pay a bill? I don't know.
What's his name? What's your dad's name?
It's already doxed on the internet.
Okay, so I could probably find it. Like, do you want to just save me some?
It's on Kiwi Farms. If you look up Anacondasin on Kiwi Farms.
I don't go on Kiwi. I'll go on there if I have to.
Well, the prosecutor's name. Well, the prosecutor.
But do you just want to tell me what his name is?
Prosecutor phone number is on Kiwi Farms. Photos of my dad on Kiwi Farms.
Okay. So listen.
Anna. If you look it up, then that's on you.
I'm not attacking you.
Your tone's very aggressive. Your tone's very aggressive towards her.
Just hold on. I'm sorry, you're right.
This is why I'm not everything. I need to just delete all my social media. Fuck this shit. I'm letting my dad get away with it, so fuck you.
Anna, I'm not trying to attack
I think
he's done bad.
I think his tone is being a bit too aggressive and is kind of agitating you. If he could just like
I'm sorry.
Chill a little bit, like
I'll be more calm.
My address and some of the other people I know addresses have been doxed on the internet too, with their phone numbers and shit.
Has anyone bothered your dad? Like, has anyone caused any issues?
I mean, not that I know of. It's just that I don't know. I don't know. I've been DoorDash food and stuff like that, which is kind of nice, but I mean. Nothing bad. I mean, I have no trespass signs around my house. My dad's watching the cameras I have around my house and stuff like that, too. He told me if I didn't stop sleeping around, he'd sell my house. So at least that's a good thing, because then I'm not, getting myself in trouble.
But he hasn't, came at you like, they did this to me. They're saying I did that. Like, he's not
If
having issues?
if I tell people where he works at, he'll come after me and get mad at me because, obviously, like if I mentioned, I'm going by on the bus, going like, oh, my dad works at this location. I point
Yeah.
at where he's working at, and then my dad's gotten mad because people didn't show up to his work, and then, apparently, like I didn't know people were harassing him for doing that, so he got kind of like mad at me for that one or whatever. But
Oh, so they already know where he works. Does he? So
yeah, the prosecutor already knows where he works. He knows
Oh.
all this information. He's an investigator, not prosecutor. I'm an investigator. They already know this shit. They already know all his info and shit. But he's got no record at all. My dad has no record. He's 52 years old, no record. He's worked for 37 years. I'm not gonna fuck that over for him.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I don't think they get it. I get it.
He's driving a Tesla. He finally bought a Tesla and he built himself a house. He's remodeled house and sold them before. He likes to go gambling sometimes. Like, let him live his life.
Does he own a business? Does he own a business?
No, he works at a hospital.
He works at a hospital? Which hospital?
The VA.
The VA in
Is he
what, Indiana? What town in Fort Wayne?
Yes.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. He works at the VA.
What was he in the Army or Navy or is that?
No.
Do you got a VA?
He just works at VA is it's like health.
He's a manager. He's a
Oh.
food manager. He's a manager.
Food manager at the VA. In
It's
Fort
a
Wayne,
hospital.
Indiana.
I'm confused. There's
Why
a
the
VA.
fuck can you give it shit?
There's a VA. Is that okay? That's don't they got like bad health care there?
He has a good job.
Like all.
No, it's good. It's good. No. VA. The VA is great.
Yeah, it's a good job for him. Yeah.
They do what they can. It's all government shit.
But you had to have served, right? Like not to work there, but to get treated.
No.
But he told me that if I fucked him over, I'd listen. He told me if I fucked him over, I'd be fucking over myself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
be fucked over.
No, listen.
Yeah, don't fuck yourself over.
Don't tell anybody where he works.
Yeah, and then he also told me that if I fuck him over, I'm fucking over myself, and that he would come down to me super hard shit like that, and that's why he had me delete all my videos from TikTok, YouTube, and everything in 2021.
Yeah, you should. You should delete all that. Yep.
It's not right that he's. But you know what? That's abuse.
I got grounded for 2 weeks from the internet because of this shit.
When was that?
2021, because I made allegation videos.
So 3 years ago, and you were an adult?
Yes, he takes my shit away from me. Everything I own, I don't own. I'm borrowed from my dad. He take it all from me.
She's considered, or what's it called? Like you have to have a caretaker or something.
Like, does your father receive benefits from you?
Yes, he's my payee.
He's her payee.
So he gets a tax. He gets a tax.
$500 in SSI and then my SSDI. My dad gets charged of all that.
And what
does he give it? Like, does he use it for the current? Like, he uses it on you, right? Yeah.
He just gets a tax break. He's a caretaker, so he receives like government assistance.
He receives her money.
This is why I pay him $250 in rent, and then whatever else goes towards bills.
You have to pay him. You have to pay, and he receives a tax break.
Yeah, $250 every month in rent.
Yeah, he's a payee. That means she was deemed incapable of being able to be responsible with the money, so he's in charge of her money. So I think
right.
And then
he gives you an allowance. Is that the thing?
I have 100. Let me talk. I have $173 to last me every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I get food stamps.
Yeah, he has to legally spend that money on her.
And you get food stamps too.
Off Anthem, yes. Wow. I get $140 off food stamps, and I use that to buy food.
I work my ass off every single day of my life for this.
I mean,
what do you mean? What are you talking about for this?
Your father. Your father, he gets a tax break. I get it.
And he's gonna get a disability income for his back and all of that, and retirement money when he retires in 10 years.
Does he get Does he get SSDI?
How old is he? Wait, how old is in 10 years? 52. So he's 53.
Yeah, 52. He's 52.
Okay.
So like when he's 60 something, he'll be able to retire, get his disability checks, and then he'll be able to get retirement money. He's gonna sell everything and then move to Florida and leave everything behind.
So
he's gonna sell everything and move to Florida.
You just have one sister?
Yeah, one sister has 5 kids when she's married.
One
to
sister with 5 kids.
Is she the one that has your kid?
Yes.
Is it 6 or is it 5?
5.
And how
4
many
boys
girls?
And 1 girl.
4.
1 girl.
4 boys and 1 girl.
Yes.
And how old are the boys?
They're all like, I don't know. They're all younger than Abby. So I mean, my niece. Sorry,
So
she's 9 years old. They're all,
she's
like,
9 and they're all younger than
Oh,
her.
Yes.
your sister's name's Abby.
Does your father spend nights with the boys too? Like, does he?
They all take turns. He's changed his work schedule so he can take turns sharing, having them come around and stuff to spend the night. Sometimes Daniel and Abby spend the night together. I mean,
are they just spending the night? Are they spending the night in the same room?
But they have 3 bunk beds. But sometimes my niece will sleep in the same bed as my dad. But I can't spend the night anymore at my dad's anymore because I made my sister mad and stuff like that, saying stuff to her that she doesn't like me saying. So.
Oh, your sister Abby?
No, my sister Julia.
Who's? Oh,
And
don't. Okay, yeah, don't. I won't repeat the name.
My brother-in-law works from home too, so they live in a rich neighborhood. They have a lake. He makes a ton of money. Like, they have a really good income. They're really well off. My grandpa lives with my dad too, so there's like 3-bedroom house they live in, 2 bath that they had built for them. And I'm going to go blind, so I'm going to have like 24-hour care and staff coming to help me and stuff in this house I'm living in. So I'm going to have to go to a school if I go blind. And so I have to try and figure out if I can save my eyesight or not. I might not be able to due to surgery when I was younger. So this thing's going on where I have like cataracts and glaucomas. I have both. I take eye drops twice a day. And then I also have cataracts forming in my eye. So I can't have that removed until it's fully formed. So it's going to get worse. I have to go back in 6 months to the doctor. I have like 3 or 4 different fucking eye doctors that I have to go fucking see. So there's a whole lot of shit there, I have to be scheduled in. My dad takes me to my appointments after work and all of that too. My dad helps me with that shit too. So I wouldn't have anybody if I didn't have my dad. You realize that, right? Because my dad's the only one that I have. The only one that I have left.
Oh, I mean, you still talk to your sister though, right?
I only see her on holidays.
Are you gonna see her tomorrow?
No. I saw her a few days ago. We all had Christmas together. See, the thing is, the rule is I can't have one-on-one conversations with anybody in my family anymore due to those allegations on YouTube that went viral.
The rule
that had to be deleted.
Who implemented that rule?
My dad.
He's abused. You're being abused. That's abusive. He's controlling you with that. Does he have a delayed learning?
No.
No, autism, none of that. I have
Not
autism.
that I know.
Yeah, I have autism.
I'm on the spectrum. I probably am.
I think we all are.
Listen, my dad told me I can't have one-on-one conversations anymore, and I can only be around them on family get-togethers. And sometimes, like once every 3 months, I spend a day with my niece at my dad's, and we play video games.
You have to meet her at your dad's though. You can't see her anywhere else. Who decided that?
My dad. I can't spend the night at my sisters. I can't go over to my sisters anymore. Again, I also talked about my brother-in-law doing stuff to me too. So, because I did all that, I can't have one-on-one conversations anymore with my family.
Wait, who? Let's we gotta backtrack a little, like a few seconds.
Oh my God.
This story's
who
long.
else? Sorry, yeah. I'm just trying to understand you as a person. So you just said that someone else molested you when you were like younger?
No, see what happened was I came in from the pool house. My sister was pregnant. My brother-in-law had sex with me up against the washer and dryer.
Your brother?
I talked about it my brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, and I talked about this on YouTube, and because I also talked about that on YouTube, he said, "What happens if your sister divorces me?" So now I can't spend the night or be around my sister at her house anymore unless it's holiday events.
So she knows that he had sex with you, and when was this?
This was like when she was pregnant in 2020. She had
2020.
the power went out, and they had to spend the night at my dad's. They had to spend a week at my dad's. We were swimming, and it was summertime. And I came inside, and I had to take my clothes off and shower because everyone was occupying the pool house. And I walked through the hallway, and my brother-in-law came in contact with me, and I was naked. And my sister said, "Why was you walking through the house naked?" And blames it on me. So then basically, I got pushed up against the washer and washer and dryer, and my brother-in-law said, "I feel bad that your dad won't let you live the life that you want to live," and we were having sex. And then I made a YouTube video talking about it. And then someone sent the video to my sister and then said, "Did you know this is happening?" And my sister told me to just walk away whenever I'm with my dad or whatever, to walk away or, not to allow it to happen or whatever. So, like, if I say something sexual or do anything sexual around him, he'll say, "Don't make me do something that you don't want me to do." He lays in bed with me, he'll put my hand on his penis. And so if I don't let him lay in my bed, then nothing will happen. I just tell him to get the fuck off my bed. I had to break up with him after I went through a divorce, which is October 13th.
Wait, you broke up with your sister? Oh, your dad.
No, my dad, yes. And there was that time over the summertime, he and I did it over the summertime. But like that was over the summertime. That was like months ago. But like I didn't tell the investigator that because I know what they're trying to do when they ask me, "Well, how long ago did it happen?" Well, I'm not telling them that. You know what I mean? He said just remind him that it's illegal and not to like do it or whatever the fuck. Like, so then, I have to like tell him to get the fuck off my bed and like take my sister's advice when she says that it's gross and disgusting and that you need to be the one to walk away. But it's kind of difficult to do. But it's difficult to do when you're the one, like when you try to pull your hand away and he continuously puts your hand on his area, or when you get pushed up against the shower and he does it, or like grabs you by the arm and prevents you from leaving. As you see, it's really difficult to walk away when he kind of prevents you from walking away. Like, you know what I mean?
And this is your dad?
Yes. Which is why I quit saying and doing things around him, and he said, "I'll stop if you stop." So I can't say or do anything sexual, or talk about anything sexual, or do anything around him, or tell him that I was having sex with somebody, because then it'll start that whole shit all over again with him doing it with me. As punishment. And then he tells me a part of me likes it.
That's a big.
Does it? Do you like it?
No, don't ask her that. That's one thing. Like rape victims,
You're right.
people like
You're right.
they have.
Yeah.
I've heard.
I'm so sorry.
Like that maybe they orgasm.
You're right. That was so.
They feel the shame of that. Like
That's so fucked up.
I'm not allowed to.
That was a dark thought. Sorry.
No, but see, the thing is, I don't know if you call it a victim, but basically what it comes down to is the fact that, like, I'm not allowed to, like, make any noise doing it or have any orgasms or anything. It's all about his pleasure. I'm not allowed to do any of those things. It's punishment, basically. For being, like, me being...
That's not punishment. That's rape. That's molest. That's rape. That's incestual.
Has he hit you for not wanting to?
No, he has smacked me in the face before and made my face all red. And he smacked me, yes. He has smacked me doing it, yes.
So when you go visit your daughter, like, are they ever alone? Like, does he ever make you, like...
He makes me leave the room. Like, I know he'll be in the bathroom when Abby's taking a bath.
Yeah,
he'll be in there.
Don't say her, just give her a new name.
Yeah.
Say, call her Elizabeth. Like, just put it in your head. It's Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Don't ever say her name again. Just say Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth. So he'll be in there with Elizabeth, and she'll be in the bathtub, and then he'll basically he'll basically be in the bathroom, and then he wants me out of the bathroom or whatever, or she'll sleep in the same bed with him. This was back before I got banned from sleeping over at his house.
And I mean, do you understand, like, since that happened to you and he told you that was normal, do you understand that maybe there's anything wrong with that, or do you think that, like, what he told you, it's normal?
I am in well of it now. I do not matter anymore. because I got older. She reminds my dad of someone he used to know, which was me, and they have a special bond relationship that no one else understands. Same thing with me and him. We have a special bond relationship that no one understands.
So you don't understand that that's you don't understand there's something wrong with that. No, she might not understand that there's like.
Yeah.
He's convinced her it's okay.
It's a special bonding relationship that no one understands.
Okay. And what's
That's
that
why
mean?
You guys don't understand it. That's why you guys don't get
what
it.
we're trying to understand, like
That's what we're here talking to. Like,
that's what. Yeah, but this is exactly what my dad means, though. You guys don't understand it, and this is what he's been telling me for years. He's right. You guys don't. No one ever will. No one will. It's because it's a special bond and relationship that no one understands.
Yeah, so you shouldn't tell nobody. They're not going to understand, right? That's what he tells you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. No one's going to believe it. No one's going to understand
it. Or they'll tell you, like, they'll judge you and because they don't understand. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. They just don't understand.
Exactly. And trust me, I've been ashamed and blamed. I've been made fun of. I've been ridiculed. I've been all kinds of shit for this kind of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like he told you would happen, right?
Yeah, and everything he's told me, it literally has happened to me from speaking out against it on the internet. Yes, because people don't understand. Even now, you guys don't get it.
So, like, is that what he's telling, like, Elizabeth too? Like,
yeah, it's a special bond relationship that no one else understands. Some secrets can be kept between just the two of you, and other people don't need to know. Because
is it ongoing? Is it on? Like, okay? So when was the last time you guys had your special bond?
It was over the summertime. This summer.
Summertime. So like 3 months ago. 6 months ago. Half a year, probably.
It was like over the summertime. Yeah, I don't know. It was like probably August or July or something.
August, July. You guys, and where did that happen?
At my house.
At your house?
Yeah, I live in a one-bedroom house. My dad got me. I live by myself.
Was anyone else in the house at the time?
It was just us.
It was just the two of you?
Yep.
And what initiated that? Like, you were just at home, and because he doesn't live with you, right? Like, he owns a house.
He came. What? Why do I smoke? Oh, the guy was smoking. He came to me. He came to my house, and I'm trying to remember how it started. I was watching porn or something. I guess he found out I was watching porn or something like that. And he said we had a special bond relationship that no one else understands.
Is he good with computers? Is he good with, like, the internet and stuff?
Yeah, he has full fucking monitors, dude.
So, yeah. So he can monitor your internet access.
Yeah, he has an off and on switch on his phone.
An off and on, so he can see what you're doing on the computer?
I don't know. All I know is he can switch my internet on and off on his phone. From where he is.
Does he use like social media or anything?
Yeah, but he never uses Facebook very much. But he has a Facebook account. He uses Discord, but he has me blocked on Discord. So
he uses Discord.
Yes,
well, maybe we can talk to him.
Facebook and stuff like that.
What's his username?
What's the
Maybe
username?
I'm friends with him already. I gotta.
No, I'm not giving you his fucking Discord name because he's gonna fucking know. Like, I'm sending, like, you're telling people, and he's gonna come after me. Listen.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Shut up, I need to talk. Shut up, I need to talk.
Yeah, okay.
When I told people where he worked at, he came over and beat me up over that shit. And my dad, my grandpa. Yes, my dad and my grandpa has literally, like, punched me and beaten me up over me telling people where my dad was. My dad. No, like, I have been punched before and beaten up. You can beat someone up about leaving bruises. You can punch people. Yeah, no, but that shit can happen. So I can't tell people his Discord, dude. No, when he figures out that I'm telling people that, he's gonna come over and whoop my ass like he's done for years.
No, we don't want that. Like,
and my dad's the nice one. My grandpa's the mean one. My grandpa's the one who will throw literally a punch at you. Will punch you and shit.
Is he ever around your daughter? Like, has anyone hit Elizabeth?
No, I don't know.
You wouldn't. I don't think you'd let that happen though. That's too
I
far.
don't
No,
know.
you wouldn't. I don't think you would either.
Yeah, I don't think you'd let someone hurt her like that. I think it's cool. You're a mom. Like, I'll never be a mom. I think that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had children either.
Hello? Hello?
Yo,
That motherfucker.
did Potato ban you?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. All right, well, let's get her back.
Well, I'm not in any other servers right now. She just sent me a friend request. You want to go to a server
Yeah.
or pull her in the call?
Just pull her in the call. I don't have her as a friend, but she's an Anaconda.
God, he's such a narcissist. He's mad with.
Here, I'll add you. I'll add you to her call. I'll call her and then I'll.
Oh, that motherfucker. Hello?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. How do you do it?
I added her as a friend. Maybe she'll.
Oh, maybe you gotta.
Maybe we both have to be friends with her.
Oh, she's calling.
Associate with her.
Hello? I'm so confused. Hello? Who am I?
I'm trying to add him into the call.
We're idiots.
What?
None of us know how to do this.
won't flinch of him. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm flinch of him or not. I think I'm flinch of him. How do I add him to the call?
That's what I'm trying to.
How do you add
Can you?
people?
Can you?
Do you know how to make a Discord server and add somebody?
Yeah. I'll make a server real quick. Give me a minute. I'll make it and I'll send you an invite.
Okay, send him one too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make a server. I sent her an invite. She's waiting on it.
Do you believe any of it?
The things she's saying, those are things I think only.
She repeats herself, like she
But-
says the same story.
But
So
yeah, but the things like a lot of people don't know about the secret relationship. You know, the grooming. A lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't think she would know that.
You don't think she's smart enough to make up like? Do you think she's like playing a character, or do you think it's all real? Because
Now I don't know because
she said she's talked to the FBI. Said
I
that.
think he might have groomed her to say that.
I think she's gross. You know, like a Cyrex.
Yeah.
Or like a Daniel Larson.
But people are overlooking the fact that what if there's this little girl being molested and you all are too busy having fun harassing her Cyrex because he's a pedo instead of saving this little girl? Like,
and I like I like Marty. I like well, I don't know Port. I don't know Monkey. I don't know him.
You don't?
Where
you come from?
Yeah, I've never had like a conversation with him. I was just a viewer, and then I started fucking with Potato.
Send her an invite. I sent her one. Maybe she don't realize it.
But I don't know. Like she says the most disgusting thing. You know what I mean? Like people don't just admit to things like that unless it's for like infamy, right?
She has a learning delay. I mean, I have a family member, well, not really, but kind of with a learning delay, and I think a lot of people aren't understanding. You know, like there's an issue there. She thinks differently. Like they're upset with her, but her brain is different.
Her brain is like okay, so she's like autistic. She even said she has a 72 IQ. Okay.
But it's combined with autism, but combined with a learning delay.
Combined with the internet, like she spends all her time on the internet, so she's even more delayed because she doesn't understand social cues, right? Well, like normal people like are like out in the world, and they have to like interact with people. She doesn't have that. She's taken care of by the government, you know.
Well, but then you have people that come at her and fuck with her head, and she isn't able to process thoughts in the way others are, and you have them fucking with her, and like,
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I understand being disgusted and not liking her, but you have to take into consideration she She isn't just autistic, she isn't just slow.
But at the same time, she's protecting a child molester.
She's been groomed.
If her story is true,
but
I understand.
She's been
that
groomed.
she was groomed.
She doesn't understand it's bad.
But I've tried to I've asked her. I've asked her like.
Sit.
No.
That potato. Did he kick everybody?
No, I'm still in there. I'm an ally.
Why did he ban me?
I don't know.
I've been nice to Potato.
I've always been nice to Potato. I mean, I fucked his server up, but he never got mad about that. But he always bans me.
Because he doesn't trust you. See, I got banned because I only attacked him when he attacked me first.
He attacks me. He attacks me all the. You don't understand like what he's doing. He's training people. Each time he kicks you, you return. You're nicer. You're being trained to be nice. Eventually, you stop speaking up.
But no, it's not even that. It's oh, sorry. I know it's a.
Yeah, sorry. Let me turn you up. I didn't. So I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. So the thing, what happened over the summertime, when Dad came over and he said he could see me because he kind of looked around because the TV was like up against he looked underneath my TV and saw me on the bed, and I was touching myself and watching stuff or whatever. And then he gets onto the bed, crawls next to me on the bed, and then puts my hand on his penis, kept doing that, and eventually I sucked him off, and I winded up riding him, and he choked me out to the point where I passed out, and I had woken up and no memory of what happened. But basically I have remembered what happened before that. But I was choked out at one point. And then when I woken up, I had to close my eyes. Every time we do it, I have to close my eyes and not look at him because he'll slap me around in the face if I open my eyes and look at him. So I have to open my eyes in such a way where it looks like I'm closed my eyes. And he did it with me while he thought I was still passed out. If he saw that I'd woken up, he slapped me around and choked me out more or whatever.
But he never does anything with your daughter or Elizabeth in front of you or anything.
No, not in front of me. No.
Do you even know?
Can you hear things? Have you been in a room and you heard things?
No, he's laid in bed with her next to him and put him in. She wears his t-shirt, and he's been in the bathroom.
Is he just in a t-shirt? It's only a t-shirt.
She's in a t-shirt and he's in his underwear and his shirt. Yeah. And they're cuddling, or she's a whole spooning thing, or it's you're laying sideways.
Is she wearing pants? Should she have anything?
I don't know. I just know she was wearing this t-shirt. They were cuddling in bed together.
And it's exactly the way you remember being.
Yeah, that's how we used to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so when you were 7, when you were young, things happen. How would things happen? What was the scenario?
He would lay on my bed and he whipped it out and I could see him, and he jerked off in front of me, kind of like what he does as an adult. He'll do that sometimes where he lays next to me. He'll start yanking it. He'll start jerking off, and then puts my hand on his penis or whatever, through his pants or whatever. He'll have his pants on, but he puts my hand on his crotch and he continues to have me touch it.
Have you ever told
do
him
you know
no?
what grooming is?
Yes.
Has anyone?
And then I told him no, and if he tells me, and then he says, "Don't tell me no." So I really can't say no because I'm not allowed to. If I say no, he says, "Don't tell me no," kind of thing.
Has anyone explained to you what something called grooming is? Do you have any idea what that is?
And he said, I always knew you had a thing for me, and he'll smile and look up at me and smile, and his eyes meet mine, and he'll say, I always knew you had a thing for me, and I'm like, yeah, and I was his favorite child, and he was my favorite person at one point, and he'll bring that up when he lays next to me in bed, And that's what I've noticed that he does. When he crawls onto my bed, and he'll look up at me like he does, and look me in the eyes, and he'll smile, and he'll go, "I always knew you had a thing for me." And it gives me like butterflies in my stomach.
And that, I mean, you don't just fantasize that. That's real. Like,
it's real.
It's real.
It literally happened. Yeah.
Why does it give you butterflies, you think?
Because I like that he smiles at me, and he never ever smiles in any other encounter. He only ever smiles, and when that happens.
So you don't smile because you like it. You smile because
you
think
smiles.
It's love, but you like it.
Listen.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't smile like that. It's very, very rare. He doesn't smile like that around other people or family get-togethers. He smiles at other people, but he never smiles at me like that ever. And the only time he ever smiles at me, like, with a big smile, and he smiles and looks up at me, and his eyes light up, with that smile, with a smile, is like when he goes onto the bed, and when it's either during it or before it happens, and that's kind of what gets me,
Because
drawn to him.
He's confused what you think parental love is, probably.
And he's smiling at me.
Yeah. But
and then I lay next to him in bed, and then he'll he'll put my hand on his area, and then continue to do that until and then he tells me to take my pants off. I take my pants off, and he has me finger myself. He has me continue to finger myself for some reason, and then it gets really wet, and then he'll jerk off in front of me, and he jerk off laying next to me, and then either I wind up sucking him, or he winds up doing it with me, or I wind up getting on top of him and doing it. And if I open my eyes doing it, or make any noise, talk, or anything, he'll slap me. Well,
why do you feel so comfortable sharing these intimate details?
Because you have people on the internet, and it's easier for me to be able to do this because I can't do it I can't tell other people I know in real life this because they won't listen to it or won't believe it. And I don't have a therapist, so I could tell you this because you're my friends on the internet, and I'm not looking at you as I'm telling you this. You're not in the same room with me. I'm not making eye contact with you. I'm not
the wrong people hear this, and that's what's created a problem. The wrong people hear this. I'm a fucking and run.
Friend?
No one's friends. No one's friends on here.
I'm not fucking friends with you.
What?
You're protecting a child molester.
She's been groomed.
But you're still protecting him.
She doesn't understand it's wrong.
You protect me.
You should sue him.
You protect me.
You should sue him.
Do you understand why people have an issue?
I don't have money. My dad's the one that...
You should talk to a lawyer. If you have $200, listen to me. No, listen. I'm going to give you some legal advice.
He would sell my house tomorrow if he got put in jail.
Save up $200. Give that $200 to a lawyer. Tell him your story for an hour.
My family would come after me and disown me.
If he thinks that you have...
She isn't capable of caring for herself.
You could own everything he has.
He would make my life
if this is all true.
He would ruin my life. He was
don't understand. She isn't capable of going out and getting an apartment on her own or organizing bill payments. I understand.
I mean, I'm not state services, so she has to contact the state and say, "Hey, I'm not capable of."
But I understand her predicament. It's not a normal predicament.
So maybe there needs to be a mediator in that process. Would you?
Could you ask to meet your daughter somewhere else? Maybe.
No, it has to be at my dad's.
Do you understand why people are acting weird about it though?
Because I talked about it on the internet.
No. That's not no. It's because what he did to you and he's doing to Elizabeth is not right. It's abuse. But he's convinced you it's normal, and so you're not.
It's a horrible thing. It's
so
really,
you're not.
It's a really bad thing.
So that's like what you're probably confused why people keep being mean about it, and that's why, because it's not normal. It's not a special relationship.
That shouldn't be in our society.
He's tricked you. He's tricked you into thinking it's okay, and that's what love is, and it's not. He's lied to you, and that's why people were upset.
But he doesn't want me to do it with anybody else, though. That's the weird thing. Like
and you exactly, Anna. You said that it was weird. That's the weird thing. It is very fucking weird to tell your daughter that you have a special. Yeah, exactly. Your dad is saying, "I have this daughter, and we have this special thing."
Yeah,
and you said it's weird. Well, you said it's weird. It is weird.
My dad would get mad if I tell him I have sex with other people. He doesn't want me doing that. He gets mad.
Exactly, and that's weird, right? That's weird, right?
He gets mad. He doesn't want me doing it with anybody.
Exactly, and that's weird, right?
But then he winds up being the only person when he does wind up coming over and sits on my bed and lays on my bed, and he's the only one I've got.
See, that's where, do you hear the disconnect there with like the reality and what she's been programmed?
He's the only one I have, and then he's all I've got.
But and he probably told you the reason everyone's acting this way is because you told people on the internet, and so you believe that's what the issue is. The issue isn't what he's did. The issue is you've told people on the internet.
Anna, have you talked to the FBI? Have you talked to the FBI before?
No.
Never? Have you talked to authorities, like police come to your house, like investigators?
No, my dad tells me not to answer the door when they come over. I don't answer. I don't talk to the cops.
Yeah, he taught you don't trust nobody, right? You can't trust nobody.
I'm not even supposed to be talking about this stuff to you guys,
right?
Even
That's
he told me not to.
Yeah, you have no idea that that's abuse or what grooming is, correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
You're not doing anything wrong. I don't care what anyone says. You're not doing anything wrong. You
everyone else makes me out to be the bad guy and says all this kind of stuff or whatever, and deems me insane and nasty and gross. That's just raw cow stuff, internet stuff. People don't understand. But that's where my dad's proven right in the end anyways. Because by everyone treating me shit for saying this stuff, proves them right that they don't understand the special bond relationship that we have. That's just proven right there.
Just like he
saying
told
I'm nasty and gross and you're this and that and you sleep with your dad, you fucking need to be in prison and jail, you're nasty, you're a pedophile. It's just all proves that my dad is right when he says that.
And and everyone knows a father and daughter always they have a special relationship. Everybody knows fathers and daughters love each other. Special, right? Like a father and a daughter always have special.
Yeah, but, not for that and
reason.
We have a special bonding relationship that no one understands.
He's told her this. This is, she doesn't know it's not normal. She's got a learning delay. You're not retarded. No, I'm not insulting you. I'm just.
You're both trolling me. Yeah. You're trolling.
I swear to God.
You're fucking trolling.
Look up grooming. Look up grooming.
You're trolling.
How am I trolling?
Real. I'm not trolling. This is real.
Yeah.
See, and that's exactly what my dad said.
Do you all want to watch a video on grooming?
Me. See, there's no one who ever believe me. That's another thing my dad said. No one will believe me.
Watch a video.
Doesn't matter in the end what I tell people because they won't believe me. So yeah, whatever you want to. If you don't want to believe it, that's fine. You don't have to.
Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something.
You won't be able to do anything about it anyways because you're just people on the internet.
Where's Monkey? Why is he not? He's just offline.
I invited him in here. You want to pull him in here? We're gonna watch a video. How do I screen?
Well, I don't care. I don't know.
You'll see what I'm trying to say.
He's in the channel. He's in the Potato is Autistic channel. Potato is Autistic.
Oh, he's in. Oh,
I just read that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drill that in now that he had no reason to ban me. What was he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I was like, talking to you all. Like
right. That's what he wants. You know he says he wants that.
You know how nice I've been to him. Like no one else.
He says he tells me all the time. He's like, oh hey, if anybody wants to talk to Dim Tooley in the chat, you know.
Somebody joined.
No, I'm in.
Hello?
No, she went live.
Screen share if y'all want to watch. Let's see.
What is this shit? What is...
Oh, grooming videos?
Yeah, let's see if anything here is recognized.
Or like hair product stuff. I love makeup tutorials.
Okay, are you being serious there?
Before I even define what grooming is or get into this information in more detail, I want you to know that the process by which a sexual predator gains the trust of a child or their family in order to start a sexual relationship with a child in secret. And there are many stages to grooming. And honestly, everything I read had similar steps, but some broken into 10 stages, some to 12, some to 4. And so throughout all of the reading and research that I did, I came up with 7 stages of grooming that I think are important and kind of show you the process through which someone gains our trust and uses that against us to do harm. Also know that not everyone's going to go through each one of these stages, and that doesn't make your situation not valid or anything like that. These are just some of the common stages. But everyone's process, everyone's experience is going to be different. The first stage of grooming is identifying the victim. As a sexual predator, they could pick this based on the age or the way a child or teen or adult looks, or it could even just be vulnerable traits. It could be that the parents aren't around. It could be that your mom load up the soccer balls from the soccer game, or, oh, I'll come over and notice right away. But it's done as a way to help our parents trust them if we're a child, and that's how they gain access to us, or have us trust them so that they're like a normal adult in our unit, whether it's our family and extended family and friends. We think of them in a very trusting and normal fashion. The third stage is becoming important to the child or adult and giving them something that they need. This could be through manipulation, by telling the person that they're the only one that understands them, they're the only one that can.
Normal adults don't want to touch kids in any way.
Maybe it's money to go get candy. Maybe
like,
it's a toy that they couldn't
if
get.
you have your own kid, sure.
They needed for sports.
Listen to this third, this here,
in our unit,
this
whether it's
third
our family
one.
and extended
See if
family
it
and
sounds
friends, we think of
familiar,
them
Anna.
in a very trusting and normal fashion. The third stage is becoming important to the child or adult and giving them something that they need. This could be through manipulation, by telling the person that they're the only one that understands them, they're the only one that can help them. This could also be with children. They find they give them a lot of gifts. Maybe it's money to go get candy. Maybe it's a toy that they can't get otherwise, or certain equipment they needed for sports that their parents couldn't afford. They'll try to give them something or become so important and necessary in this person's life that they feel like they can't help them, or that they need to keep them around. Yeah, exactly. They will begin isolating you, meaning that they may offer you a ride home. Let's say it's a child that we're talking about, and their parents always late to pick them up from school. They'll offer to call the parent and take them home instead. Or if you're an adult, they may say, oh, I'll walk you home. It's really late. That's kind of scary. I'd rather be with you. And they do this so that you are obviously isolated. You're with them and you're more vulnerable in those positions. So just be cautious about who you spend time with when there's no one else around. The fifth stage is they'll begin creating secrecy around the relationship. This could be anything from no one would understand what you're going through, or I wouldn't tell anybody that. They'll start to think that you're weird or odd or crazy, or that something's wrong with you. They may also threaten to harm themselves or a pet or someone else that you love in your life if you shared any of the private information you've talked about, or you. They'll threaten harm or revealing secrets as a way to keep you tied to the relationship. The sixth stage is sexualizing the relationship. And just like we talked about before, when it comes to gaining trust, this won't always be done in an overt way at the beginning. But even the smallest thing, like putting an arm over the shoulder, may give the predator some kind of sexual gratification. And these first stages of sexualizing the relationship could just be putting a hand on the knee, rubbing them on the back, linking arms and walking together. It could be things that we don't consider to be sexualized, but the predator is taking it that way. They will also set up scenarios where it's normal to be naked around one another, such as getting ready for swimming, or being in a locker room and changing before or after a game, or even going to a spa. They'll set up these types of scenarios so that you become desensitized to being naked around them because you don't think it's something that makes you vulnerable or is dangerous. In the last portion of this stage, if this is a child that is the victim, they will play on a normal child's curiosities and questions about the body and use that to further the sexual relationship and move it into actual sexual touch. And the seventh and final stage of grooming is controlling the relationship. Because once the sexual abuse is happening, all of the things that they've set up, they'll use that as leverage to keep us held in that relationship. Whether it's financial, remember I said they might buy us gifts or give us things we couldn't otherwise get for ourselves. It could be that they have more power over us because they're a boss or a teacher or someone in our life who can, harm us in such a way. It could also be emotional support. Remember, they're telling us that they're the only ones that can understand us, and everybody else will think something's wrong with us. They've tried to keep everything we do together a secret. And because of all of that swirling around, there can be so much shame associated with this. Because at this point, the person who's been groomed feels like they're unlovable, or that they should be embarrassed and they brought this on themselves. But I want you to know that that's not the case. All of these different stages are stages of manipulation and stages of abuse. And know that if you have found yourself in a situation like this, you didn't ask for it. You are not to blame. Nothing that happened is your fault. We find the best way to process through this shame and to heal from the abuse and grooming is to find a therapist who can help. We also find groups to be really, really healing because often we think we're the only one. It was our fault. We brought it on ourselves. But to hear other people sharing their stories and experience, it can be really healing because we realize that we aren't alone, that it's not our fault, and that other people have gotten through it as well. Another reason that therapy can be so healing is that we're able to offer an objective perspective, a different view into what's gone on. Because like I said back in those stages we were talking about, that they control the relationship to such a way that we don't even think that anybody else will think differently than what our abuser told us. But the truth is that what they told you was all a lie. And so having someone else come in and be able to talk to you about it in an honest fashion, give an objective perspective, can allow us to finally realize that it's not our fault and that we're not to blame, and we can start that healing process. Another way that therapy can help us heal from this is by teaching us ways to practice self-love and self-care. Often when someone has taken so much from us, it's hard for us to come back and feel good about who we are and know how to give ourselves the things that we need. And working with a therapist who understands abuse, understands grooming, can be really beneficial because they'll give us the tools that we need in the moment to self-soothe, to practice self-care when it's needed most, and know that we are valuable and people do care about us. I hope that just sheds a little light on what grooming is. The more we talk about this, the less likely it is to happen. If you see a situation unfolding that looks a little off and you have concerns, please speak up. If you are in any one of these stages, know that you're not alone. Please reach out, talk to someone, tell someone, trust me, whatever that predator or abuser is saying.
He also said,
you have a voice.
He also said that I'll stop if you stop. So, like, if I don't say or do anything sexual around him, then it won't prompt him. It won't start it up. Does that make sense?
So you initiate things?
If I'll stop if you stop. Yeah, like
so
if I say and do things around him, yeah. But he said
but do you do those things to...
He says don't make me do something that you don't want me to do. If I'm saying and doing things around him that is like sexual, or tell him stuff about, sex or whatever, it's like he's punishing me or something.
God, I hate YouTube.
Why do you hate YouTube?
Because it never, like, I simply want a video, like, that's really simple and short.
That's never simple and short.
That helps highlight why you might not understand what's going on, so people will just try to be nicer or something. And you're hypersexual, correct? Like, you come off horny all the time. That's from abuse, like sexually abused children, women. That's why a lot of strippers they're strippers, because they've always been subjected to sexual abuse and showing their bodies.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of strippers, they're strippers because they were molested. Not all, but yeah, being hypersexual is a sign.
That's sad, because I really like strippers. No,
You don't have to dislike. I'm just saying it's a trauma they've been through, and that's why a lot of them are comfortable showing their bodies and having men look at their bodies.
That's what I do on the internet all the time, on Discord and stuff. Yeah. Like, I was doing this stuff for years. Yeah. Even in real life. But now that I can't do it in real life, I have to do it over the internet. No, it's just in BC earlier with somebody I was doing stuff with, so yeah.
I have zero words for what's been said.
I mean, I understand people's disgust with it, but I just think the reality is something different, I believe, to be honest.
I hope so. I hope that's the truth.
You think she understands and is purposely allowing it? I mean, is that what you...
I hope so.
You hope she's
I can obviously put a stop to it by not allowing it in the first place.
I hope that's,
But I also told my dad, another reason why I was able to get my dad to stop doing it with me, because I told him I don't care who you do it to, as long as you don't do it to me.
Yeah, it's a ruse.
Never to be found. They tell ghastly stories about our past, of things we said or did, stories about
Amazon gift card,
pain and suffering. Identifying the victim. The perpetrator targets a potential victim based on vulnerabilities.
I was 7 when I was sexually abused. My abuser was my uncle. By the time I was 11 or 12, he gang raped me. He got people home and they had sex with me one after the other.
Damn.
At the time of puberty, you start developing breasts and then you start wearing bras, and almost like a very common thing that, okay, so the teachers would come and feel up
your back under the pretext of
okay. We already know about the victim.
the same child sexual to anyone else, they need to gain the trust of the family as well. It's a pattern that predators usually follow, and if we and I'm talking about 30 years back, so there was no concept of there was no POXO, there was no policy, there was no child-friendly practices, there was no child sexual abuse as a term only was not known. So
I can't understand what she's saying.
Giving a written complaint, and it just continued.
Hold on.
Gaining trust of the victim. The abuser watches and gathers information on the child's needs. He could then engage the child by offering special attention and a sympathetic ear in such a manner as to gain their friendship.
If they have to gain the trust of the child and ensure that the child doesn't speak out to anyone else, they need to gain the trust of the family as well. It's a pattern that predators usually follow, and if we don't see that pattern and if we don't educate our children, then we are actually doing a great disservice. So you might educate your child about good touch, bad touch, or the safe touch and unsafe touch. But if you don't tell your child that safe touch,
my dad says that doesn't exist.
These respectable people in our family also.
The good touch, bad touch thing that's not a thing. That's not
Really
thing that happens.
Yeah, that's not real. Those terms do not exist. There is no bad touch, good touch.
In a family setting or a school setting over a sustained period of time, because they win the trust of the kid, they win the trust of the parents.
Oh, it's a whole ruse.
Or if it happens in a school, they enjoy a position of trust in the
we
school.
don't need all that
with the management, with other teachers. So they will never. So you're the most unsuspecting person, And grooming is a process which desensitizes the kid to, in a way disempowers the child and make sure that
grooming
it is not reported, and if it's reported, the child would not be believed. It's very intimidating. Can you picture like a 6-year or a 3-year or a 5-year-old? And this
here, you
I'm gonna give away this $4,000.
I can't. My ears. Stop. Go.
I'm Dr. Jeff Kalshevsky, forensic psychologist. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Thanks.
Recently, on one of my YouTube videos, there was a discussion in the comment section among viewers pertaining to grooming and the concept of grooming and how that's involved in sexual abuse cases. One person requested I do a video to help us understand what grooming is and how it plays out in cases of sexual abuse. Now, a warning. In this video, I'll be talking in depth about aspects of sexual abuse and I'll offer some real-life examples from cases that I've been involved in. So please view this video with caution, especially if you have your own trauma history. Now, to start, we need a couple of definitions. The first one is a definition of sexual abuse. Now, at first glance, this may seem simple or unnecessary.
Yeah.
When we get into a discussion about the science behind, in my experience with examining grooming, having an accurate definition of sexual abuse will be important. Believe it or not, there are different definitions of sexual abuse. The way sexual abuse is defined in criminal law may be different than the sociological definition of sexual abuse.
I want to send you something real quick in the chat.
You're not taking that seriously, Anna. You gotta watch the video.
Is that a form of sexual abuse?
Yeah, pay attention to the video right now. It's short.
In some definitions of
I won't
sexual abuse,
play
it
anymore.
really doesn't pertain to recover.
I'm worried about Reddit right now. Just watch the video.
We often think of grooming where an adult sexually abuses a child. But we can easily make the argument that rape or forced sexual encounter is a form of sexual abuse as well.
Well, it's all rape. The fuck you talking
And
about?
what about cases where a therapist manipulates a patient into a sexual relationship?
He's a psychologist, and it's all rape.
Or a priest or a pastor manipulates someone in their congregation.
Oh, shut up.
Sexual activity.
I thought I found the video. I didn't.
Or what about a boss who harasses an employee and uses their position of power over a subordinate to gain sexual activity by threatening that person with their job? Is that sexual abuse? So,
yeah, it's unrelated to this situation.
We're going to define
that entire sentence.
As sexual behavior by one person upon another that is...
Okay, I'll try
Hey
this. Hey
everybody, today we're going to talk about child-on-child sexual abuse.
No!
Because
No, stop. What is this?
Conceptions out there.
Oh, here's
what happened to me and my brother.
Here's what I was talking about. I'm sorry, I'm eating. Hold on.
You have a brother?
I had a brother that died of a brain tumor. We used to have sex with my brother. My mom caught us having sex on the couch when I was 10.
When did he die?
He died in 2005. He was 8 years old. I was 10. I was 11.
How did you know to have? How did you all know how to have sex?
I had feelings down there, and I got him to stick his penis inside of me.
how did you know that's how it worked?
Because I had feelings down there, and I knew that if I had feeling down there, that he'd have feeling down there, and I wanted to know what it felt like with him up against me, and it went in.
Oh man, I'm sick of this. This is like, it's.
So you just knew that though, it wasn't.
I'm up.
I mean, it's. Hello? What happened?
He left.
Why did he leave?
I think the graphic of the story, when you share stuff like that, you're talking about children, even though you're an adult now, and it bothers people. They don't like want details like that. So I think a lot of the times people's reaction is because of the details. So yeah.
We got separated from my mom, and then we couldn't be alone together anymore. But then he died later that summer. But
he died as a kid from a brain tumor.
Yep, he was 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you understand like why people seem to act the way they act.
Because it's not common.
Yeah, because well, like when you describe two children's parts like that, they're not comfortable because it's not. It's a bad thing, despite what you don't understand that even your father's brainwashed you, but maybe when you tell your stories, just kind of leave like those details out and see if there's a different reaction when you share them. Maybe see if that helps.
Yeah. We used to take baths together and stuff too, so me and my brother saw each other. Yeah.
Why do you trust me?
I don't think she understands how bad all of you are. You've never.
Why do you trust saying these things to me?
Why not?
I'm a stranger on the internet. Like, why would you admit all these things?
She doesn't understand people aren't her friend, I don't think. And she can't tell anyone in her real life because her dad has groomed her into believing she isn't allowed to tell anybody. So I think, stop me if I'm wrong, Anna, but maybe you don't know the internet. You feel like the internet's probably not real, and these people.
Yeah, it's safe. It's safer on the internet than it is in real life.
Hey, it's a fucking ruse.
What does that mean?
A persona. Yeah. This is dumb. And you're like.
Why is this dumb? Like, why is this dumb though?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to. The people are upset about this happening to your daughter. When people mention it, you go back and start repeating the story about you. But I think people think your daughter or Elizabeth needs help because
she's not my kid, and that's what my dad continues to tell me. She's not your kid,
and she's a real thing.
But my sister also told me that it's none of my business because whatever she gets molested, that's her problem, not mine. Not because she's not my kid. That's what my sister had straight up told me.
Do you know?
When I asked my sister, what happens if she gets molested? My sister said, not your problem, because she's my kid, not yours.
And you believe in their authority.
Well, I have to. I mean, they're the ones that raising my kid. The kid, it's not my kid anymore.
Yeah, kind of like other people. If they were still a child, they might understand better what it's like for you, probably.
And then my dad will also tell me she's not your kid, and he'll get mad at me and say to me, she's not your kid. They tell me this. She's not my kid.
And so your sister knows. Her sister, Julie knows, right?
She won't believe me because there's no video and photo evidence of it.
Oh, so she wants you to be in possession of child pornography.
Well, I mean, she wants me to have proof and photo and video evidence of me and my dad doing it. She won't believe it.
But what does she know about?
Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that?
My dad made me delete the videos or any photos I ever took anyway, so...
Was that on a phone? Was it on a phone?
He checks my phone. He checks my computer. He turns the cameras off. He'll have me do stuff.
Do you still have the phone that it was?
No, I had a photo of me and my dad in bed together when we were laying next to each other. I sent it to my therapist, so she's the only one that had it, but I think she deleted it after I told her it didn't happen.
Do you have a
because
computer?
in 2021...
Wait, you sent it to
someone Do you have else? A computer?
He had me delete everything off there, too. Once I made the videos in 2021, everything had to be wiped. Everything
okay,
had
but
to be...
Do you have a computer, Anna?
It's still the same device, right?
You do?
Yes, but he had me delete everything in the bin, too. He had me delete everything.
You should download, you should download TeamViewer. This thing called TeamViewer. It's kind of like Discord.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Tachy. So you deleted everything on the phone? Was it a phone or was it a computer?
Anything that had my videos on it at all. TikTok, YouTube.
And that was on your phone? Or was it on
my computer? On the computer. Everything. I had to do
so you had photos.
These were
videos
he's talking about sexual photos. The sexual photos, not normal photos.
No, I didn't have sexual video. I didn't have sexual photos or videos, no. But he had me delete everything though. I even had to throw away my childhood discs. I had a shit ton of discs from when I was a kid, and I had to throw those away too.
Do you ever get on his computer?
No, he had me get rid of everything.
If you were to forward him an email, like, would he click on the link to like see a funny video or something?
No.
Well.
Oh, when was the last time you got like a new phone or a new computer?
And he just got me a new phone.
He just got you one. Do you still have the last one? You still have the last one?
He has it.
He has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd sell it.
My dad got me a $1,000 phone. He got me a new phone, which is good. That's really epic.
Don't get upset with me. I'm sorry. I know people hate when you. Let me. Hold on. I'll swallow my food. Give me a minute. I'm fat. So whatever, like, it's mentioned about Elizabeth, you reply by talking about you. Like, you never actually address the Elizabeth part. Is there are you aware you do that? Is there a reason, like, does your mind hop back to you instead?
As a child, yeah, the memories and stuff, yeah, and stuff as an adult, yeah.
Are you possibly blocking it out or something?
Well, I mean, I can only tell you what I've encountered, which what I've seen him lay in bed with her. I know he's in there when she's taking a bath, you know, and like.
Why is he in there when she's taking a bath?
Have you ever been in the same room as them when she was taking a bath?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to be on it.
What? Has he ever been in the same room?
He wanted to be out of the bathroom. He doesn't want me in the same room as them.
Why?
Did you ever start a bath and then he came in and told you to leave?
No, he's the one that starts the bath and gets her in the bath and washes her up and does all these things. He's done that with me growing up. All these things that I'm mentioning that he's done with her, he used to do with me. I'm telling you.
I mean, fathers give their daughters baths a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
With their granddaughters.
I mean, any other time, you probably wouldn't be suspicious, but like, is there a reason you can't do it instead?
My dad does it.
Like, are you not, like, I'm sorry, I keep saying, like, you're not capable or something? Have they told you that?
They told me, that, and she's not my kid.
I mean, she is your kid, but whatever. They need to quit. Why do they keep telling you it's not your kid? Why do they keep doing that?
Because she's adopted. Because she's not my kid.
Have you birthed her?
So you feel like it's out of your control. No, it's grooming. If she's, like, being factual, it's grooming. She doesn't believe she can do anything because it's not her kid. They've told her that's how it works. It's not your kid. You can't do anything. So,
yeah, she's adopted.
She believes that's her authority there. That's the world she knows. She
came from your eggs. She's your child. You should protect her.
She's not my kid.
But that's what they've convinced.
I am just a donor.
They've told her there's no point in telling anybody what is going on because it's not her kid. So probably the law won't help her. It has, the law says it has to be your kid. So there,
Yeah, I have no ties to that at all.
Gaslighting and trolling, but like not for lulz.
But technically, she's an aunt, and she could report it.
Yeah, but she doesn't understand. They've convinced her the law will only apply if it's your child. So,
but her point is she's gonna lose everything if she reports.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and nothing will be done.
Yeah, exactly.
And nothing will be done.
That's why my dad said, if I screw him over, I'm screwing over myself.
I think me and you are having a disconnect about understanding exactly what grooming is.
She's complicit. She's totally complicit in the whole thing. If this is a real thing, you're complicit. You're an acting member in the abuse of a child.
It means you're
actively
by allowing it to happen. You're involved.
You're involved.
But my sister is also the one doing it. I'm not
okay, so she's involved too then.
But she
won't believe me.
She doesn't.
Okay, so she won't believe you. So maybe she doesn't understand. But if this is all real and you go to prison too.
But look,
no,
you also unless yes.
A father hugging his daughter is normal, right? Like a father just
grandfather giving a man.
Just listen to me. Just listen.
I was literally in my child's room, and my dad has. We mean like Abby. Me and like Elizabeth. I have to say Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Me and Elizabeth were joking about like boy parts and stuff. So my dad comes. Like my dad. Now those cameras in the hallway, so this doesn't happen anymore. But before those cameras in the hallway, my dad would flash me and Elizabeth both his penis pulling his pants down, and then she would laugh, and then we both laughed.
Because that's normal, right? I mean, that's totally normal.
I got ha, I have a big old penis, I have a big old pee-pee. Here's my pee-pee, flash you on pee-pee. See, ha, now we all laugh, and then the life goes on.
Yeah, because do you think all fathers are like that? Is that normal?
Yeah, hasn't your father ever done that to you? Oh, my pee-pee's big, and then flash you his pee-pee?
That's what I'm saying, it's a fucking ruse.
Like, what is when you were 8? Come on.
Yeah, it's normal.
Your dad has to have done that. Am I the only one?
You're not. I mean, lots of dads, but people are concerned about Elizabeth.
Again, not my kid.
Yeah, it's not your kid.
Yes, it is. It is.
What's a ruse mean?
Where's Elizabeth's dad? No, he just disappeared.
Oh,
I never pursued a paternity test. There was 5 different alternatives.
There was 5?
Well, they were, 5 alternatives. Get this. I had to tell my sister. My dad had me tell my brother-in-law and my sister that I didn't know who the father was, and that was the only way my sister would adopt the kid is if I didn't know who the father was, and that was the only way I could get her to adopt the child. So I never pursued paternity test. I never had the father involved, because he wouldn't have been able to be adopted if that was the case. And my dad didn't want me and Shannon Underwood to be married and raising kids together. He didn't want to raise our kids. He didn't want that fantasy to fucking ever take place. So he prevented that from ever fucking happening. Even though his entire family says she looks like him. When she sees photos, when they've seen photos of her. Hello?
I'm listening.
Hello? I'm listening. No, you're here.
Okay.
I was just listening to what you're saying.
And so it's like, having one kid and then getting fixed, and that was I had to get fixed because I call it that. So it's just what I know from Discovery Channel and watching like animals get spayed and stuff.
Hey, do you have screenshots of like your chat with Cyrax on Discord?
Somewhere I might.
Do you still have the conversation? Would you mind screenshot?
It's on Kiwi Farms.
Well, I mean, like, you should still have the conversation. I just want to see it.
Yeah, I have to look. I don't know. I have to go look somewhere.
Yeah, it should.
Anyway, that's totally on topic. Yeah.
Could you get me in touch with them?
I don't know what his Discord was. You know, he
banned you? Yeah.
Marty banned you?
I told him that I wasn't going to be on the stream anymore because the prosecutor said there can't be any more videos.
Prosecutor?
What? Not prosecutor. The investigator told me I can't have any more videos.
This investigator.
What investigator?
I believe I heard you talking to Motorboat or someone. They gave you a card. Have you seen them in person?
No. I only talked to them on the phone. They called me, I called them back. The investigator told me I just can't make any more videos about my dad, and that I need to remind him that it's illegal and to move forward. He said that if I don't do anything about it, I'm just as at fault and as wrong and as guilty as my dad. I'm just as in the wrong as my dad. But, like, dude, all this eyesight stuff going on, there's all these things happening my dad's helping me with. And, like, if it didn't happen back then why would it happen now? I mean, my mom took my dad back, and that's why I never went to court back in 2011. Or, like, back whenever I reported it when I was younger about the stuff that was happening. And apparently he told me that the video, the prosecution video is pretty accurate. And he said you'd be able to play that in court if I ever took him to court. But again, I have no money. My dad's in charge of all of that. He would probably sell my house. I would have nothing. I'd lose everything, and I would never even be able to prove it, even if the video was shown, because I don't have any evidence for any of it. And I would just be fucking everything up and myself, and whatever offenses. He's all I have left. Everyone else is basically like done with me. My dad's the only one that I have left.
Why do you think people keep wanting you to repeat these stories over and over?
Because they want me to tell them. They want me to like, I don't know. Like, everybody's always asking me about it, and so I tell people this stuff, and like they want me to just tell them this stuff. Like, and then they turn around and say they don't believe me and shit, and I waste hours of my time. But even if they believe me, it doesn't matter if they do or don't, because it's not going to make a damn bit of difference, because I ain't going to do shit about it. I'm just venting and letting it out because of my emotions behind it all. This is the way I'm venting and letting it out and having to deal with it. And if I'm going to live with it the rest of my life knowing what I know, then this is like the way I'm coping, you know?
Yeah.
Emotionally. Does that make sense?
No, this prosecutor just contacted you out of nowhere?
He called me, not prosecutors, investigator.
But you had never contacted...
No, he called me because of the Marty video stream where I talked about my dad on Marty's stream.
Oh.
And cops were sent over to my house. I didn't answer. They kept showing up. I didn't answer. Eventually, this guy called me and told me the real reason why I called you was to let you know that there was this, that you had a 13-year window, to do anything about it. And I got told years ago that it got dropped. I forgot about it as time went on. I mean, this was a long time ago, okay? Like years ago. Like 13 years is a long time. I'm literally like, once you turn 31, there's nothing you can do about it. And my birthday's in June, so like I'm 30 years old now. I went in when I was 14, and I went and told stories about, which are coming back to me now in memory, of me crying in that prosecution room and crying to them, telling them about how my dad took me on a bike ride. I broke my hymen on a bike ride, and my dad did it with me in a public bathroom. And I went into all these details. I won't share with you guys.
Yeah.
Do them. Yeah. And I completely just forgot about it, and our life just continued on. And then I graduated high school, Minecon happened, all these things started happening. And then I talk about the stuff as an adult on Marty's stream, right? And then said I think it happened when I was younger. And then that's when the investigator called me and said, "Hey, did you know that there was a case from 2011? There was a case from long ago that you talked about getting molested by your dad, and it never went to court. What happened to that? Like, how come it never went to court? They got back together, and I guess we just kind of, like, I just, like, I stopped going to that counselor, and life just went on, and I got told that, it never happened, and that there was no evidence. And
that happens a lot. That happens a lot with victims.
My dad told me that he went to court when I was at school, which the investigator said it never went to court, which means my dad lied straight to my sister's face and my grandparents' face and mine. Years later, my dad told me to my grandparents and to my sister that he went to court and he proved to the lawyer that my mom was a drug addict and was a liar, and everything got dropped. But it never went to court, according to the investigator. It never went to trial. It never went to court at all.
Anna, how much money do you have right now? How much money in your bank? How much cash?
Whatever my dad gives me.
You don't have your own...
No.
Do you know what a payee
I have a
is?
joint account. I have a joint account with my dad. That's my payee. No, he doesn't understand because he's retarded.
She was deemed not mentally capable of managing her own money, so the state gives you a payee. Your disability check goes to the payee, and they legally have to use that check to provide you with your needs, like your groceries, your rent. It's up to them to basically manage your books. She cannot have access. If he gives her the money directly, that's illegal. Like, she cannot have direct access, I don't think. I mean, that's from my understanding. I'm not, like, I don't work for the government.
Something like that.
So she's totally dependent on him with her money. Which, luckily, I mean, at least he is using it correctly.
So does he go grocery shop? Do you go grocery shopping?
I live by myself. He put me in a location where I live 5 feet from a grocery store.
Right, so you go yourself?
Yes, I live by myself and I go to the grocery store.
You have a debit card?
Yeah, a joint account with my dad, yeah.
Joint account. So you could charge like $200 to your debit card.
But he would know about it, and he would take my credit card away from me. I would be in trouble. I would be grounded.
Everything she does is monitored and controlled.
He has cameras outside my house.
I feel like if you brought that debit card to an attorney and you said, "Hey,"
he can see any transactions I make.
He would know, but then you would tell your story to the attorney and turn him in, and then you could sue him for everything he has.
Why would I do that?
Why would you not do that? If this is all true and he's molesting your child,
my grandpa would.
And he's molesting your child.
My dad's a nice one.
And he's molesting your child. And he's molesting your child.
That's not processing.
And he's molesting your child. He's molesting your child. That's what you're saying.
Do you know what that? Do you understand what that means, Anna? When he says
he's molesting a child. He's molesting a child. And you, yes. You were molested, as you said.
She left. You're not good at this.
I'm sorry, man. It just,
It's okay. I get it.
I'm fuming. Like, this is disgusting.
The other thing you have to think about is the fact that he has more money now, and all that great stuff he did to me as a kid, he has it way better being his granddaughter, because there's way more candy, there's way more stuff, there's way more food, there's way more activities, there's way more things that they can do.
And how old is she?
I couldn't do.
How old is she?
Well, though, with her, I had a friend as an adult that told me about how she was molested, and she still slept with her father when she was a teenager, and I couldn't understand it at the time. And she said, well, he bought me a Mustang. It's...
He should have just done that.
It's grooming.
Yeah, he should have been. People like that. People that molest children. There's only one cure for pedophilia, and that's a fucking bullet. There's no ifs and or buts around it. I think. Okay, so I delivered. Okay, I shouldn't tell you. Never mind. I'm not gonna reveal things. I was a delivery man at a prison full of those people. And I'm not gonna say what I did like specifically, but I delivered to a place like that, and it's just like all pedophiles. And I just wished I could have sent something in there. You know what I mean? Like, just exterminate them all. Fucking. I'm sorry.
I get it. It takes their soul. Their life's ruined, basically. Their innocence their innocence is
they're innocent,
gone.
and then they're but then later on in life they're gonna do something bad, right? Because it's a normal thing.
Well, yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make with her is like people don't understand.
It's a disease.
She's been told, like, okay, what I was trying to say earlier, a father hugging his daughter, you don't think nothing of it. That's normal.
Right, yeah. You're just a loving father. Well, sure.
That's what she's been convinced molesting is. She's been convinced it's no different than hugging your child. It's normal. And they're, if you tell anyone, they're not going to understand because it's a special kind of hug we're doing. So then the child tells someone and they get the reaction that they were told they would get. So they learn to not tell no one. And then the grooming, it's stages. It's a slow process to the point where you get where she's at and you believe it's normal. And if you heard her say with Elizabeth that, well, no, it's okay because he's got more money now. He can buy her more candy. He can buy her. She thinks that love is after being molested, you get a gift, an award. She thinks that's what love is, and that's what.
Well, she thinks, like, from her story, I honestly, like, I really hope it's all a ruse.
I think she's groomed.
Her whole thing is like, if I turn him in, I lose everything because I have no one.
Well, you're not gonna like the way I word this, and I'm not saying I think it's okay, but what's she supposed to do if everything?
I think she should be alone. Like,
she isn't capable.
If it were me, if I was in that,
she doesn't have the life skills, is what I'm trying to say.
I would be alone. I would sue him. I would take him to court.
She doesn't understand how to do
sue
that.
The shit out. I would own everything he has.
She's been deemed unable to even manage her own money. There's no way she could manage all that.
Take a debit card to an attorney and tell him.
Yeah, and then when her rent's not paid, what happens? She doesn't understand to pay her rent. She doesn't understand.
But there isn't rent because her father owns a house.
It's a mortgage. But he would most likely lose the house. Well, and he would put her out. She already said he would put her out.
I don't think if he's able to just buy a house. I don't think he's like not.
The other thing is that my dad would tell me it's none of my business if he cooms or not. And also, like when my dad and my grandpa, my grandpa got all mad because I was talking about my dad. That that my dad got into it with me and my grandpa got into it with me. That they told me that it is possible for a man to be raped. And then they put the blame on me and the shame on me, where it's like well, maybe he didn't have no choice but to do it because women like you make them feel like they have to.
Oh, he's abusing you.
No, they told me, my dad and my grandpa even sat on the couch and they said to me that it's possible for a man to be raped.
Yeah, a man can be raped. Yeah. Is your dad ever alone with the boys?
And when I looked at my dad and apologized to him, he punched me in the face.
Does he ever have the boys over, the grandsons?
Yeah, they spend the night. They all take turns.
Like, they're never together?
Like, sometimes together, but sometimes by themselves. that has to rotate between them all. And the smallest one's a baby, so he doesn't see the baby, but he has the other one. So there's like 4 of them that will be rotated between all of them, spending the night being over there with dads.
How's your dad to have all this money though if he's just a cook? Oh, he's a manager. Wonder what that pays.
He's a manager of what?
He also has gambling.
What does he do at the VA?
He's the manager.
You know what that?
He's a
what does he? Okay, the manager. But what does he do there? There's different departments. Like there's like
cafeteria.
There's like a.
He's in charge of schedules and stuff like that, and food safety and things like that.
Safety, so he works in.
I thought she said cafeteria.
Because they have different shops. I've been to the VAs.
He knows how to cook and
they have like the medical area
and things like that.
He what? He cleans people. You say clean?
No, he knows how to cook, and he knows food regulations, and he knows how to like organize everything, and he knows how to work people's schedules and stuff.
So he's like a manager of the commissary,
like in prison.
Well, it's in the VA, like
they got a commissary in the VA,
like troops.
Oh,
like, I'm sure it's like a military base or something.
Oh, he's probably a janitor. If he does scheduling, you got to have a college degree, don't you, to do scheduling?
But you also got to remember that he also shops at Costco, and he doesn't spend his, like, he's really wise with his money. He doesn't just throw his money around in useless shit. He buys things that actually matter. And he also likes to go gambling, and he'll win money from, like, you know that spin ball thingy with the numbering or whatever? It's Russian, I think it's called Russian roulette. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. But it's that really
Russian roulette. That's where you put a gun to your head.
No, not Russian roulette. Oh. I forget what they call it. I forget. It's a spin ball thingy, and it's that spin ball game that you play that gets a lot of money.
Is gambling legal there?
I don't know, but he likes to go gambling, and he'll win money sometimes, or he'll lose money sometimes.
I know where I live.
Does he go to gamble?
Where I live, it's only legal off of the land, so we have gambling boats. You could only gamble.
No, you go
on
to
a
casino. You go to a casino. It's legal at casinos.
Oh, it's not legal here.
I like casinos.
But no, so you know casinos, then you know what that one game is with those 4 little slots, 4 little things, and people can have a ball drop.
What is
and it spins around, and you have to you land on black. It was red or something, and you win money.
That's
it's expensive. Put money into what?
Casino. It's in Portland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it. That's gonna drive me crazy. What that game's called? Red Black Gamble Game. I don't know what to call it.
It has it's the ball spins around in the middle.
Oh, it's roulette.
Roulette.
Yeah, my dad plays roulette. Yeah,
roulette.
He loves that game. He's really good at it, and he wins a lot of money playing it.
I thought she said Russian roulette, though. I was like,
no, I got confused. Yeah, I did say that.
Well, I did too. That's funny. Well, no, in Indiana, y'all can gamble on land because we can only gamble on a boat because the law says it cannot be on the shore, so they all do it on boats. And, like, I can cross a bridge into Indiana from Kentucky. And the boat's right there, like, between Indiana, I think Clarksville, Indiana, and Louisville, Kentucky. That's where the gambling boats are.
No, there's casinos you can go to.
Oh, okay, so it's legal there.
Like Indian reservations?
In the state of Indiana, I think she's saying it's legal.
Yeah, there's it.
They're called casinos.
Indiana,
casinos, but it's owned by like a Indian reservation.
Gambling legal. Oh, they're Indian.
Roulette is what he plays.
Oh, it's Indiana gambling. Okay. Indiana gambling laws allow betting on horse racing, riverboat casinos, and most other gambling are prohibited. Wait, what? Oh, gambling's illegal in Indiana.
No, because there's casinos. Why would it be illegal? I'm
not accusing you of lying. I Googled. Google sometimes. No, I'm not saying you're lying.
Indian casinos.
Okay. It says it has to be on water like here. I'm just
No, it's on land. It's like a ball. There's balls. You can go drinking. You play games. You know, you show your ID, and then you go in.
It says you
and
have
play.
a land-based casino in French Lick. What the? Or is that in Indiana?
There's
it became legal in 2019. Sports betting became legal. I don't know. Why am I even looking at this?
Look up the game roulette. It's pretty impressive. He won't let me play it, but he'll play it.
Oh, the casinos were legalized in the 1990s. Top gambling cities in Indiana. Ooh, I'm going to have to go to Indiana. That's right across the bridge. You can gamble in Indiana.
Yeah, come
Hollywood.
Once you move to Indiana, yeah.
Hollywood Casino has 3.
Learn how to play roulette. You'll get a shit ton of money doing that if you put money into it.
Grand Casino. Where's that at? That's the second highest earner was Indiana Grand Casino. Who's
FW Casino?
You should go to the one in Huntington. You need to go to the one in Huntington.
The one in Huntington.
The one off 69 on an interstate where you go in between, like, I think it's Gas City and Fort Wayne.
Huntington, Indiana.
There's like good ones, and I think it's around that area.
Is it Hard Rock?
It's Hard Rock. Minneapolis,
or a Hard Rock?
Huntington. I don't know which one, but there's a good one that's in between.
French Lick.
You have a Hard Rock Cafe in Indiana?
What?
Where are you at in Indiana? I'm right across the bridge.
I'm in Fort Wayne.
That's in Gary.
My dad had to drive 4 hours to this certain eye doctor with a prosthetic eye, and there was this place in Indianapolis that's a really good gambling place. It's in between Indianapolis and Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne looks big. Is it a big?
Yeah, it is a big city. That's why I don't tell people where I live, because there's a lot of
you're like way.
trafficking. I live in the hood. So there's a lot of people that act crazy and shit. So I don't tell people where I live.
Yeah, you're way up. You're far away from Kentucky border, from the river. Oh gosh, yeah. Kentucky, it's I'm probably like 6-7 hours from you.
So you're like the drive time it took for my mom to take us to Arkansas for 3 months.
Hey Anna, do you want DoorDash? Are you hungry?
She likes Taco Bell. Marty sends her Taco Bell.
Wait, you guys are gonna DoorDash me?
I could DoorDash you.
Really? You know my address?
No. You could.
Her dad might get mad. She lives with her. No, you live alone, don't you?
Well, yeah, you don't mind if I get DoorDash. Once you don't do nothing, I don't know. I feel like you might be like trying to bait me into doing some other stuff to give me my address out. You guys just be nice.
If you don't feel comfortable, don't.
Yeah, it's whatever. I could DoorDash.
If you cash
tell Marty to DoorDash.
It's better if you cash out me the money. It's safer that way. Just cash out me at Anacondasin, and I'll use the money to DoorDash it.
Are you friends with Marty?
Yeah.
No, is he friends?
Not anymore though. Marty doesn't send me shit no more.
Oh yeah, I remember that stream. I thought that was wrong of him tonight.
Yeah, I don't have Cash App, but I'll DoorDash something.
Oh, you don't have Cash App? Fuck.
No, I don't.
I do, but I lost the card.
Just put it in the thing. General chat.
Don't. Well, there's only me, you, and Port in this server. I just made it.
Or just DM it or something.
Let's invite some people in here. Let's get a party going. It's Christmas Eve. Oh, happy Christmas Eve! It's Christmas Eve, everybody, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me go smoke real quick. Go outside. I don't know. I'd have to look up in Fort Wayne what's open. I don't know what's open. I don't know how much you're willing to spend. Taco Bell can be relatively cheap. You can give me like 4 tacos for $10. It's relatively cheap.
There's like the nacho, there's like the taco Dorito kind where you get 3 tacos for like $10.
I don't. Taco Bell's closed here. Wait, it's Christmas Eve.
Are they closed?
They might be closed. I don't know.
Yeah, think about that.
What's
Holidays,
the closest?
yeah.
What's the closest? Can you look it up? What's your name? Dim.
Yo. Tim Tooley.
There was I do like Ramondo's Pizza.
Ramondo's?
Yeah, Ramondo's in Fort Wayne. It's like $16 for like a pizza.
That ain't bad.
And it's like and it's down the road from my house.
Do you have a
On
YouTube
West
channel, Dim?
Yeah, but that's not my channel though. That's somebody that made
it.
that account.
I was asking Dim.
I mean, I have a YouTube, but I don't post anything.
You what, by Tim Foley YouTube? I don't want it.
What?
By Tim Foley. It's only got like 23 followers, but I'm bored with him.
No, that's not me.
No, I
Tim
said, do you
Foley.
want it? Like, you want a clip or anything? I'm saying you can have it if you want it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm good. I don't care.
Because apparently Potato thinks I'm getting rich off of 23 followers.
Is that?
Anacondasin, there's a new one. I only have 8 subs. Me and Tim Dooley talking on video.
I'll sub to it.
Hey Google, turn on Anna's living room light. Hold on. Yeah, put my shoes on.
I don't know. I don't know. This Here, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back.
I think this thing is bleeding. Yeah.
You think what?
I can hear you guys now.
He stepped away from it. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. I like how your voice is like nice and smooth. I like your voice.
You're the only person. If I were you, I would just stop giving. If you've already told a story, I just would say, I've already told this story. Like, these people.
Yeah.
They
troll me and all this other stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's why when I go into most servers, I just stay quiet and I just like let people talk and I listen to them instead.
Yeah, when they start asking you questions, I would just.
They're trying to bait me. Yeah, I wouldn't respond because they're just trying to.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Like.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I would
just.
Yeah,
we talk
I
all
would
this
say,
stuff on the internet.
they're just gonna keep. They're gonna clip
and
it
then
out
they're
of
gonna
context.
make more videos, and then they're gonna start more stuff and more drama and all that other crap. I kind of figured that out by now. It's also why I don't respond to DMs.
Do you think it's warranted though?
You guys actually are looking out.
Anna, do you think it's warranted? Like, if people hate on you, do you think it's warranted?
I don't know what you mean by warranted. If people hate on me, they hate on me because they believe the stuff on the internet that isn't true. Because they painted me a certain way. Yeah, the whole cow thing, they painted me in a bad light, in a bad way, so people are gonna believe it, and that's why I get all the hate on the internet.
Okay, so besides the labels, but just like people that like say or like repeat your words. Do you think I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. Do you think it's warranted that they say those things? Like, are they speaking facts or are they like just parroting?
I think they're just going off what they hear, and then they just they just hate me as a result and shit.
Well, regardless of their feelings towards you,
I gotta smoke the cigar real quick.
Cigar? You black?
Cigar.
Smoking a swish of sweet and it's black.
I'll be right back.
You have music. Oh yeah, it's gas station. It's like.
Yeah, I think you don't understand that what your dad is doing is wrong, and I don't think people.
I gotta go. Hold on.
Okay. And potato's just an asshole. I would stay away from Cyrax. You involve yourself with Cyrax, you're gonna have a hard time.
I like that photo. That feels incredible. I think that's some holidays.
I don't know where he went. Is he still in here? Yeah, he's still in here. What's he doing? Is he getting you DoorDash? Anaconda. How does the story end? What is? Oh, that's your YouTube. Okay, I'll sub. Oh, that's the Reddit. What is? Oh, this is your Reddit. I'm not familiar with Reddit. I'm not sure how to explore it. I'll try though. View an app. I don't have the app. Yeah, like sub threads. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I can't. Are you talking to someone? Are you talking to someone? What? I, it's not picking you up if you're talking to me.
That's how so that's true. Like, so just once. You can try. That, well, you go up on the Bible, he had a disclaimer, so it's not really. But he's responsible. He's the one. How do you think so? We're going to talk to him to get over it. Oh, pizza and chat. Who's like a cat? He's a nice guy. Got a tin at he's not that bad.
Anna? Nope.
Hello?
I don't know what's going on. She's talking to someone. I don't know if someone came to the door or she's on a phone call. I don't. She's not responding. I'm lost. Where'd you come from?
What?
Oh, Marty's? You said Marty's. Potatoes. You came from potatoes.
I don't know. I watched Marty and I heard him talk about Potato. So then I started harassing Potato. And then, I don't know. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Now you're harassing me.
I'm not. I've not harassed you.
You're harassing me.
I've never once.
Every day of my life.
I've never.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
I've never done it.
Who sent you? I deserve to know. I deserve to know. Who sent you?
I also do have to keep in mind with other people on the internet, you guys might be cool, but I've also had one in the things called buddy trolls, which I don't think you guys are, but there's a thing called buddy trolls where people basically pretend to be your friend online, but then they actually hate watch you.
I would never
Yeah, I know.
pretend to be your friend.
I think everybody
Right.
pretends to be my friend.
Yeah, I mean, because they want something out of it. They want what they can get out of you. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's why I'm single, because a lot of guys, they want from my money or my pussy. So my ex-husband, all he wanted was my pussy and my money, and I make $1,000 every 2 weeks at the hospital job from November to June. And he wanted me to buy him shoes, clothes, fast food.
Never buy a man shoes. He will use them to walk all over you.
He had a crap ton of shoes, and those were expensive, dude. And no matter what I did for him, it was never good enough for him. He's always treated me like shit in the end. He wasn't happy unless I spent money on him, and then he was only happy when I was broke. And now I'm better off.
That's never happened. That scenario has never thing.
Well, I mean, I worked and he stayed at home and did nothing. He was capable of working.
What job do you work?
I worked at a Lutheran hospital down the street. And
Lutheran hospital?
Not anymore, but I got fired last June.
What did you do at the Lutheran hospital?
I cleaned the public bathrooms and stuff like that. I did maintenance work. I cleaned the bathrooms and stuff like that back then.
Oh, was it like a special program, or they just hired you?
They hired me, and I had a disability, and then they knew about me having only one eye, and I had 6 write-ups. I cursed a few times when I was on break. I guess I got witness for that. Went over a lady's foot, and they had to terminate me, and then I filed for a divorce, and I got my husband kicked out because
Your husband?
Yeah, I had a husband at the time, my ex-husband. He had $4,800 from his lawsuit money, and he spent it all on electronics and none of it on me or bills or anything. He would get $900 in SSI, and he would spend it all on electronics, only to pawn them off 2 weeks later at a fucking mega replay and get $380 out of it all. And that's what he always did every time he got paid. He would spend it on himself. And that's why I'm single.
That's why you're single.
Did you ever take your Susan home?
No, she doesn't come over and visit me.
I mean, after you gave birth. Like,
she went home with me.
How come she's not allowed to come visit you at your house?
She's only 9 years old.
But still, they don't think you're able to.
Again.
Did you get to take her home from the hospital?
Yeah, I lived with my dad at the time, and I had her until she was like 2.5, and then I gave her to my sister and my brother-in-law. They got married in 2016. I gave her to my brother-in-law and my sister.
Why?
And then
they make you?
No, I went there and I told them that I wanted them to adopt a kid because I was having a hard time and my dad didn't want to raise the kid because I was living with my dad. So it was just easier and better for her to have a better quality of life with him having a better income and all that stuff to just give her to them and she could have two parents. And she was pregnant at the time with Daniel, my nephew,
Don't
who's
say
the
that.
oldest.
Don't say the kids' names. Just make names up.
What? With Jade, I'll just say
Jacob.
with Jaden.
Jaden, yeah.
Yeah, Jaden. And then she was pregnant, and then that's when I asked her, and then they took the kid in, and then Dad did a loyal and all this stuff. I had to sign my rights away and all that. And then got my teeth cut and blonde, and then I went on with my life.
Should have happened like pre this experience. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like
I don't know.
She agreed. I mean, she agreed to just take on another child when she had what, 3 or 4?
No, she was pregnant with her first child when I gave the child that I had to her, and since then she's had 3 more.
Oh.
She's 9 years old, so she's lived with them since she was like 2 years old. They've had her most of her life.
Hmm.
I got into a relationship with a much older man named Tom that used to work with me for services. And then when I broke up with that guy, that's when the relationship with my dad started happening. When I got an IQ test in 2020, and when the relationship started up again as an adult.
Why do you? Okay, I understand you. I mean, you're just sharing your stories, but is there a reason they're always the sexual stories? Do you think that's the only thing people care to hear or are interested in?
Mostly that's what people want to hear about, and that's what people ask me about, and that's what I'm known for, basically. And like, I mean, if you don't want me to talk about it, I don't have to.
No, I mean, are you discussing it because that's what you think, like, people...
I'm disgusted.
Do you think people want to
honestly.
hear, or is it you think that's the only way you can engage with people is by sharing those stories?
Exactly. That is both.
Because that's what they always ask about, so you're assuming that's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's hard to want friends and not know how. It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't...
I don't have friends. I don't have friends in real life because all my friends in real life get envious and jealous of me, and then they get pissed off at me and angry because, oh, you have a house, you have all this stuff. Like my life looks perfect and wonderful to them, but they don't realize the stuff I have to deal with, like in my head, on a daily basis, with like memories of my brother dying, my parents separating, that abuse as a child.
Why did your parents separate?
My brother died.
Oh, it caused the rift, probably. Because he's young. What'd you say, he's 10?
He was like 8 years old.
Oh, he's 8. Damn.
And you were 11?
Yeah, when he died. Yeah.
And so it was just you and your sister after that?
Yeah, and then my mom and my dad, but my mom my mom was doing drugs, but I didn't know that my mom did drugs. I don't know if she started before my brother died or she started after my brother died, but she was like...
Which drugs,
She would shoot up heroin, she would do opiates, she would do like medication, like overdoses with like painkillers and stuff like that. There's a lot of hospital trips support overdosing as growing up as a child.
Is she still alive?
No, she died of a heart attack in 2018. She got remarried to the best man at my mom and dad's wedding, named Doug. They were married for 4 years. Yeah, they were married for 4 years from 2013.
What does he do?
He's an alcoholic, so we don't have anything to do with him because my family and my sister don't like him, so they cut him off.
Why don't they like him?
Because my sister said he disrespected my sister and was disrespectful towards my family, so that's why he's not friends with them or hangs around us anymore.
Do you have a large family? I mean, it's you, your dad, your sister, her husband, the 5 kids, your grandfather.
My grandparents that live in a few towns away from me. They live out in the country. They're in their 70s, and I have a grandmother who lives by herself, and she's disabled. She's $1,200 in disability. My dad talk show and hangs out with her. That's my dad's mom. And then my grandpa lives with my dad, which is my dad's father.
So your grandfather's there with you, and Susan and your dad too.
Yeah, whenever I used to spend the night, yeah.
You don't stay there no more? I thought you said, okay.
I don't spend the night no more, no, because I told my sister that I kissed my brother-in-law's sister on the lips. And my sister said, "Oh, you're just trying to shock value me, and you're just saying this stuff to say this stuff," and she didn't believe me. So now I can't spend the night at my dad's anymore either.
So do you actually do things? I do things for shock value. People think I'm insane because of it, but I love it. So do you enjoy doing that too, or is it, or have so many people when you tell them things had such a reaction that you believe you do things for shock value? Which, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what
Like sometimes I do amp it up, like on that stream with the dog and the deer thing. I just kept on going because they were shocked and they were laughing. So I thought they were enjoying and laughing and liking what I was saying. So I kept going, and apparently, I misread what they were,
Oh yeah, a lot of these people are autistic. They don't understand you're not being serious, and they harass the fuck out of you for it. So yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
But
so you are being sorry, it's a ruse.
To what?
He wants to know if the story about maybe your Suzanne and your dad, is that real or shock value?
It's real. I want to go enough what I've seen and what I know. And I'm telling you all this that I know with only one eye too. I only have one eye.
I mean, if it was shock value, you would probably make it more exaggerated, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly. And I went blind in 2020 in my left eye, so now I have a prosthetic eye now. So I've been blind for a few years now, and my dad, and that's kind of also another factor as to why the relationship with my dad started happening in 2020. Was because not only was my IQ 72, but I also went blind in my left eye, and I was telling everyone I was blind. So then my dad, when he found out I made the YouTube videos on him, he said, "I thought you said you were blind." You know?
Oh, so you didn't start sleeping with your dad till 2020?
As an adult?
Yeah.
So, as an adult?
Yeah.
Right.
What does that mean?
That it happened as an adult, me being, legally an adult.
So everything happened when you were an adult?
And the stuff that apparently whatever was on that prosecution tape that no one's seen but the cops.
So nothing happened when you were under 18 years old?
No, I told a story that my dad took me on a bike ride and raped me on a bike ride. And then I broke my hymen on a bike ride. And then he used to do it with me in a public bathroom. And there were times that I had a recording, which my dad had me delete. I had to wash my hands. My dad had me delete a video on my disc that had him me showing him
we had a privacy fence, and he was getting naked. I got on I was on a trampoline, and I said, "Wow, you look like a butterfly. You're so beautiful." And he basically like pulled my pants down and molested me. And there was audio of him like telling me that he wished I was never born, and that I was glad into my room. And I started crying. And then like he asked me if the camera was on, and I said no. And the camera was filming, and it was filming the audio of what was happening. If the camera went off into view,
Camel.
like it didn't show us. The camera fell to the side.
Oh, camera.
Yeah, I had a little handheld camera my dad bought me for Christmas when I was 10 years old.
And you recorded these guys?
She said that's a story she told.
No, that was on my camera I found like last year, and I told my dad about it. He came over and had me delete the footage.
But you still have the camera?
No, I don't have the videos anymore. He had me throw it away. I had to delete the video that I found from when I was a kid.
So what made him freak out and just suddenly delete everything, cut the internet down? What made him do that?
Because he said the problem is you said I did it on the internet. And it got so many fucking views that somebody that knew my sister sent the videos to my sister. And then they went and told my dad. My dad storms into my room and then says, you know, all this stuff about how if you screw me over, you're screwing over yourself. I'm the only one you got left. And I got grounded for 2 weeks. And they were all lies. And my grandpa told me they were lies. And I had to delete everything. That was everything had to be deleted.
Oh, that's right. Didn't they went to hit your dad's job, didn't they? The FBI or something? Or I thought you said, maybe I'm remembering wrong.
I don't know. All I know is he came into my room and he had me delete everything. All my YouTube videos on my YouTube, my TikTok, my discs that I had of all my videos from when I was when I was 10 years old on all the way on up.
But you still have like the computer?
He had me wipe everything off my computer too.
But you still have the computer?
I still have the computer, yes, but he had me wipe all my videos off that too. Everything had to be deleted. Everything. That's why.
What? But what? Yeah. Delete what? What was he thinking needed deleted though? I mean, there's nothing.
Well.
Oh, because you made videos saying he wants you to delete. Okay, I'm sorry. He wants you to. Yeah.
Because I made videos on the internet about my brother-in-law and my dad.
Yeah.
Molesting me. I talked about it on my YouTube channel, and it blew up. And everyone that didn't even know it, even people on the street were talking about it. People around us were talking about it. Didn't even know us. And he told me, don't tell people where he works. Don't tell people where he lives. Don't show people what he looks like. And I had to delete everything. Everything.
So where had you posted on that?
On YouTube, on my YouTube channel.
Your current channel?
Way back when. No, my old one, which was deleted. My old YouTube channel that I had.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. I'm sorry if it comes off like I believe you. I'm not saying you're lying.
Everything had to be deleted, which is why Kiwi Farms could only archive what they could find that I couldn't log in with a password. I either forgot about an account or didn't have access to, because I forgot about AJ Monkey Gaming. I forgot about my another YouTube channel where I had some videos uploaded to it, and they archived some things but not all of it. That's why Kiwi Farms only has a few videos of me. There was way more videos at one point that I had, and I got banned from my TikTok account. So I privated all my videos on my main TikTok account, but I got banned off of it forever. So I can't go back into it and see what I got on there.
Because
everything. It's banned. Yeah, everything got deleted. Like, my dad had me delete everything.
What was the channel name? It's gone completely.
It's gone.
Things that are recorded on a computer, it's there.
Not if the channel gets deleted. And once it's deleted, it's gone forever.
Yeah, what was the name of it, though? Have you made sure no one, reused the name to pretend to be you? You ever checked for that? People do that.
Nobody archived it. Luckily, nobody...
when you deleted the account, someone might have went and stole the name and it's pretending to be you. Do you remember the name?
Nope, it was called Anna Jane. It's all it was. It was an old YouTube channel that I had.
Anna Jane. That's a pretty name. My grandmother's name was Anna or Anna.
But see, the thing is, everything had to be deleted. Everything. Every video I ever made.
Pedophile father.
Everything I ever made on video camera, everything I ever made was deleted. Had to be deleted. I had to delete everything. It's got to go, all of it.
Yeah, I mean,
not just the allegation videos, but all of it. I even had to throw away my discs.
Really? Like, how many videos had you made?
Oh, I made, these are years and years of videos. I've had saved videos since I was 10 years old. I've always made YouTube videos. I've always made videos in general, ever since I was 10 years old. These videos are going all the way back to when I was 10. I had so much stuff.
I don't know why he would force you to get rid of, like, the stuff that wasn't about him. It's just mean.
That's what I get. That's the punishment so I'll never talk about it on the internet again. That way I'll never make another video about it ever again. It's punishment. That's what I get for talking about it on the internet.
But there's nothing wrong with, if it's true, you did nothing wrong to talk about.
If it's true, you should go to the fucking police.
That's exactly why my dad had me delete everything. Because if somebody would have saw that was an officer or some shit like that, we all would have been fucked. I would have ruined my entire family.
Yeah, that's part of grooming. Your whole, yeah.
I don't understand what you're talking about, but the point is, what I'm saying is that everything had to be deleted, because if they was to see that video that was a cop or something like that, the wrong person saw the video, that my whole family would have been separated. My kids, the 3 kids my sister had at the time would have been taken away in 2021. They would have gotten a divorce. My dad would have gone to prison.
Yeah, what about your daughter?
Because the videos weren't true. You're just shocking people.
No, they was true. They was true. And if somebody was to see it, they would have. They would have.
So why are you saying this now, Anna?
DPS would have taken the kids away.
Why are you so open to say this to like random people? Like, this is like our second conversation, and you're giving.
You know what? I'm very open, and I'm open, and I share all my info. This is the first time I've talked to you, and I would sit here and tell you all my business. I don't think you should judge people on that.
Well, I wouldn't ask for it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to, though, because I just don't shut up. I just keep talking and talking. So I'm getting defensive. Never mind. It's a cope.
I don't think you're being. But Anna, what's the angle? Like, why?
Because I'm really upset about it all, and
she doesn't have any friends.
I'm stuck. Like, with knowing all of this stuff and having nothing I can't do anything about it, because if I do, I'll lose everything. You don't know. So
you want someone to report your father?
No, I just want somebody to vent all of this to, because I have no one to vent to about it, to tell this stuff to.
So
what's your dad's name? What's his first name?
Walter, wasn't it?
No, it's Steven.
Steven.
But see, the thing is, it's like, I just needed someone to get all of this off to, and like, you know, I feel so alone. I feel like I'm crazy. I'm the only one that's ever been through all of this stuff. Like, you don't know what this is like, you know? To have to live with this and to know what I've gone through.
Do you know someone has your old videos on BitChute? It has like a tour of your bedroom, fashion show. You got blonde hair as a kid singing Kenny Chesney, reacted to PewDiePie.
Yeah, those are all archives that people, Kiwi Farms, had managed to get. But there was way more than that at one point. Way more. Way more. Thousands and thousands of videos.
Who's Shannon?
My ex-husband.
Oh.
Shannon, what was it?
Shannon Underwood.
Says I kicked Shannon out.
Yeah, somebody made a VidU account and uploaded what they could archive.
They put
I don't even have.
They put a lot on there.
It's not even titled the way I would have typed it either. You can look by the titles and see how some things are written out. Yeah, I did not make that titles. Somebody archived my stuff and then uploaded it to VidShoot.
Yeah, it's common though. I think it's a pretty common thing. People usually can tell. They usually know.
I mean, there was even a freaking Forgecraft video from back on my dad's Minecraft server thing back then too.
All right, Anacondasin. Sorry to interrupt, Anacondasin. I've had a question I've been burning to ask you.
Wait, who's this?
This is the evil monkey.
Yes.
She didn't know you were a real person. She just learned that tonight.
Yeah, I heard that actually. But so before when you were asking Potato, look, this is gonna. Okay, before when you were talking about sex.
Somebody get away from all of those fucking calls in the background. That's really loud and annoying.
That's him.
That's
He's trying to ask you a question.
I'm driving.
That's Port.
Can you be respectful? He's trying to ask a question.
Before you said sex and then corrected yourself and said smacks. What was that about?
Huh?
What was it I was talking about? I don't remember.
You said, I don't know, you said the word sex, or you were talking about sex, and then you're like, sex, I mean, smacks. Like, you corrected yourself to say it wrongly. Do you know what I mean?
That's because I didn't want the stream to get taken down and reported. I don't know if you can say the word sex on YouTube.
Okay, no, that's what I was wondering. Okay. I thought you were like, I thought, because I looked at you, I'm like, maybe she puts on a bit of an act.
I mean, no, you use the word smacks so that kids or people that are watching, you use alternative words so that people don't pick up what you're saying that are younger, so you can talk what you're talking about. It's a way around the guidelines.
So if
it's like
you don't
great.
think children should hear the word sex, you think maybe adults shouldn't have sex with children? Maybe, like if the word's offensive,
That would be like the better option, right?
Or do you know that they're the same thing? Like the action of sex and the word sex. The reason you would hide the word is because children shouldn't know the word's meaning. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think that's what your dad's doing with Suzanne? Do you think he's having sex with her? I mean, I hate to say it, I hate to just flat out say that, but maybe you'll understand that part.
I think so, yes, but I have no proof. And my dad even told me I have no proof for any of this shit.
Yeah,
I have no proof.
Yeah, you explained it.
But
I always experience. When I saw you, Anna, I always assumed that you just sort of make up stories, sort of degenerate, disgusting stories for attention.
I
didn't think that they were...
She does, but she says this. She does shock value humor, but she said this is real. Is there any way you could get proof?
No. Everything was deleted. Every videos I ever made.
But if it's currently happening, though, is there any way you could prove it?
I can't drive. No? I can't drive. I can't be around them. Spend the night. I can't be at my brother-in-law's anymore. My sister's house. I can't be I can't spend the night at my dad's anymore. Anytime I ever tried to take a photo of him in bed with her, he had gotten up out of bed and made me delete the video or photo off my phone. He's gone into my phone and then made me delete the video, the photo.
But you still own the phone. You still have that same phone.
No, he had me. No, you don't understand. He has made me delete any evidence I've ever taken.
Right. But you saw the same device.
Okay, let me give you. No, hold up. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're laying in bed with someone named someone named Emily, right? Yeah. And someone that is also staying over there at the house snaps a photo of you in bed with an 8-year-old little girl. She's wearing your T-shirt. You're cuddling up.
That would have never happened.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Use those things. I know. I'm just using this. Can you? Oh my God! You don't understand. This is so retarded.
Yeah, I could never understand that.
You're wearing a t-shirt. You're in your underwear. You're cuddling next to her, and then someone else snaps a photo. Can you just go along with this an analogy? I know you would never do that.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh my God! Then you're not gonna understand.
So what are you? I mean, you're making a point? I'll listen.
Okay, so if someone snaps a photo of that, and then that person that's in their underwear cuddling with that little girl gets up and then like gets kind of delete that and gets all violent, like mean towards you, violent, and then they make you delete the photo like pointedly, like delete it, so you have no photo. That's what my father has done ever since I have made the allegations in 2021. He has deleted any video or photo I've ever gotten, tried to get evidence of.
So what if
doing what he did with me and with her? He's deleted it.
So what if someone was?
He's gone in and deleted it.
What if someone was like, would that be illegal if someone paid her to get proof? Would would kind of be purchasing? I don't think.
When was the last time you got a cell phone? Like a new one?
My dad just got me a new one. But see, the thing is, he goes through my phone, he goes through my computer, and he knows how to turn off the camera on my computer. Anytime he'd go into my room and he knew he was about to lay in my bed and stuff like that, he would do that thing with my computer where he turns the camera off.
Would you
Have you thought about getting one of those doorbell, like those hidden cameras for your own bedroom, for your own safety?
You ever heard of TeamViewer? You should download TeamViewer on your.
My dad knows like everything in his house, and he has cameras outside the house. But he'll turn the camera off on my computer, or he'll like disconnect me from a Discord or whatever the heck it was. He never he was really keen on like getting me to delete the stuff.
What if someone sent you a Ring camera and he wouldn't know about it to catch evidence? If he doesn't know about it and it's hidden and someone sends it to you, there's no way he would know.
Here's the thing. The reason why he stopped doing it with me is because I told him that I'll stop if you stop, and I told him that I don't care who you do it to as long as you don't do it to me. So he hasn't.
Complicit. You're fucking complicit.
But wait. But okay, you and him didn't start the sexual relationship until you were an adult. But what he's doing with her reminds you of what he did with you. Is he just being like a normal like grandfather? Just
Wait. So now when you're younger, what do you mean? You just said that it started happening when you were 20.
She said she sees him like it reminds her the things he does with her, Elizabeth. It reminds her of how he would like cuddle with her and stuff. But if he wasn't like sexually active with you at that age, maybe he's not being sexually active with her.
Was he sexually active with you at that age?
I mean, he used to lay in bed with me when I was 8 years old, and I remember what his penis looked like,
No.
And like,
why did you know what his penis looked like?
Because he was laying next to me and he had it out.
Oh, okay. I just asked.
Do you not believe this story, Dim Tooley?
I don't know, man. It's obnoxious.
We keep going
well,
head to head.
You're listening to like a victim statement here, and you're like sort of being combative.
Well, we watched videos about grooming, and I was trying to help them understand grooming.
Because her story is that she had this child. And she knows that her father is molesting the child.
She was talking about herself as a child.
Yeah, just now, yes, but in the past she has said that she had a child and she knows that her father molested her when she was a child and now is molesting her child.
But Port, please. Port, she's. Do you know what grooming is? She has been. If that.
She's complicit.
She's been told it's a. She's been told it's a special father-daughter relationship for them. No one else is going to understand. If you tell anyone, they won't understand. This is what love is. This is a special thing. It's a special thing we do. Is what? Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish talking to Port, please.
Sorry.
It's a normal thing. If that is grooming. That is, a lot of people don't understand the way children are groomed sexually, and what she's saying is typical, is what happens. I don't know how she would know that that's what they say. This is a special relationship. And when she told other people about it, exactly what her father said would happen happened. People were disgusted. They didn't believe her. They called her a liar. Well, she was groomed she was told that's what the reaction would be because nobody else understands our relationship. She's a child. So this is authority figure. And so now she knows she's isolated. She can't tell anyone what's happening because, like her father said, it's shunned. They don't understand.
Yeah. And your father's like a big, scary, like almost like, he's your father, but he's also big and scary.
Well,
is a big and scary
she has
figure
a learning.
You don't want to go against.
She has a learning delay. She has a learning delay, and so
she says that he's threatening her, saying that if she turns him in, that he'll sell the house and she'll be homeless.
And that's that's a control. That's the control part of grooming.
No, listen. If I screw him over, I screw over myself. And also, he has said that if I screw him over, I screw over myself, and that he would come after me so hard, and he'd make my life a living hell, and he'd make me wish I was never born. Like, he would come at me hardcore.
And that's part of grooming.
But if she were to hire a lawyer and like,
she isn't mentally capable of doing
sue
that.
Him, take everything and then put him in prison.
The thing is,
she's been the state.
From someone.
The state has deemed her not mentally able to control her own finances. Someone else has to. It's like, I understand from a average viewpoint, it's kind of hard to walk the line between her reality and our reality. But in her reality, those options, she isn't mentally capable of doing on her own, getting a lawyer. She can't even control her own money.
I get it. I just want to say to Dim, I'm not saying, I'm not kidding. Yeah, look, I'm just saying that it's a touchy subject and it's not as like black and white. You can't really, like,
I mean, I can have my opinion though.
Of course.
And I'll speak it. I'm not afraid to speak.
No, I think he's just trying to emphasize what I don't think it's like.
And if you don't like what I say, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry.
Say what you want. I have my own opinion, and
say what you want.
Your opinion, or like if
no.
It's just a conversation, man.
Yeah, I'll listen to your conversation. Yeah.
No, you're.
So I'll hear you.
You're fine.
I'll think on it.
You're fine. No,
what I've heard,
say whatever you want. Like, really.
I have my opinion on degenerate. You know what I mean? Like behavior, and I'll speak it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I hope I am wrong.
And and nobody's saying you're wrong. It's just a conversation.
I hope I'm wrong.
But you also don't know what it's like to be beaten up by both your dad and your grandpa for opening your mouth.
But okay, you said your grandfather. Again,
is the meaner one.
They'll say. I mean, you can say anything you want. Like, not attacking you.
My dad's the nice one, but my grandpa can be like the one that punches me in the face, and it's the violent one. He's the mean one.
But you said he lives with your dad, correct?
Yes.
So when Elizabeth would come there with visitation with you, your grandfather was there also?
Yes.
Okay. Does he ever go alone with Elizabeth?
He used to take me to the park at night.
As a kid?
Yep.
Do you confuse your daughter and your memories? Has anyone ever asked you about...
No, I'm going off what I've seen my dad with my niece, and then I remember those things happening to me as a kid. I'm going off of memories when I was a kid.
Okay,
but I can only tell you what I know. I don't know whose story because I don't. She just tells me that my pubic hair, when it's long and curly, it looks like my dad's.
That's weird.
Fuck it, that's gross.
Well, I mean, it's very uncomfortable.
When I asked her, how do you know that? She closed her mouth and was quiet for the next 5 minutes.
Do you think she was asking you to help her, maybe? Like, she was...
She stayed quiet when I said, "How do you know that?"
Maybe
and she stayed quiet.
He told her no one would understand, and maybe the reaction you experience, she's getting, and you know how that feels. You know the way it made you feel. She doesn't understand why it feels like that and needs help. Maybe.
My dad's a scary person. He can be very mean and very angry, and he can be very violent.
He's a sexual predator. He's a child molester.
You know, he's not invincible though, Anna. He's not.
Dude, my dad's 6'2". I am 5'4", 5'3" or whatever the fuck it is. My dad's way bigger than me. He's always been able to whoop my ass and like do.
So what if you had someone to help you?
Make him mad enough.
What if you had someone to help you get a place and set yourself up?
I am. I live by myself in a house my dad
without
got
your
me.
father's support, with your father removed. If they could set you up to be helped with your father removed.
If that was to happen, I would wind up in a group home, and I don't want that.
Why would you end up in a group home?
Because I'm eligible for it. And that's what I would wind up in, because my sister won't take me in. She's married with 5 kids. My grandparents are in their 70s.
So
if someone helped you, set yourself
if you
up.
had Tachy's trying to say if you had a caretaker that could make sure that your bills are paid, and you know what I mean.
Like they could find you an apartment, an affordable apartment, set you up on programs.
But I live in a house.
Yeah.
I don't want an apartment. Those are fucking $800 a month.
It sounds like there's a lot of resistance.
My dad's done way more good than bad. My dad's done way more good for me.
Well, my point is, all these people, they moralize trolling Cyrex, saying he's a pedo. It's okay for them to do all this stuff. They're more moral. They're better than him. But if they are aware that there is a child needing help and no one's reached out to help that child because it's not fun, like trolling Cyrex because he's a pedo. Like, what the fuck is that? Who are these people hanging around here?
I would volunteer a child to have sex with Cyrex if it meant he would come back home.
Marty.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah. Especially if they were from a different country. Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
There, I said
it. You got these people coming at me calling me a pedo because I said someone sent me a picture of a child's dick, attacking me saying I'm a pedo, but yet they're ignoring when there's an actual pedo doing something. They're hypocrites. I hate hypocrites. I hate these people.
They're all retarded.
They're all fake. They're all hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. They want to act all moral. It's okay for me to be a bad person because Cyrex is a pedo, but yet fuck that kid. I don't give a fuck that kid. You're a pedo. You said child's penis. You're a pedo.
They don't seem to go after anyone that's a pedophile
right.
on the internet. You know?
Right. And then they want to just be popular over Cyrex. No.
I don't even know why this is even a conversation because we all agree. I feel like we all know that.
We were trying to get. We were just, I feel like Anna. I feel like people are confused on the situation.
I don't know if it's a ruse.
That's the problem. It's because Anna, you say a lot of stuff that isn't true for attention.
People rapid fire at Anna. People rapid fire at her. They agitate her. They get her brain's different. She has autism and a learning.
Says, just make people mad. So what?
But she's not understanding what she's saying. She thinks people are getting upset. She doesn't understand people are upset that that Elizabeth isn't being removed from the situation. She thinks people were upset because she said it on the internet because her dad groomed her to believe if you say it on the internet, that's what you did wrong. What I'm doing is not wrong. Telling people's wrong. So people are telling her, save Elizabeth. She doesn't understand that. She thinks everyone's getting mad because she's talking about it on the internet. I just don't think people understand her brain.
That's all she does is the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand that people will get angry at
Yeah.
Anna, if this is actually happening, and she's just talking on the internet about it,
yeah,
rather than like,
but
going to the authorities or
I
going to someone who can actually help.
I fully understand that people, not everyone's capable of understanding her brain process. She is a developmentally slow. It isn't just autism. It's a delay. Like, her thinking's different. She's been groomed. So I'm just saying, I know people are get upset. I'm not defending or making an excuse. I don't think people realize. Well, I don't know. People think she's lying, so I guess it's pointless for me to.
Well, I think Anna. I know it's hard, but I think the best bet is to speak to an authority or someone about this.
I already talked.
It feels like
I already talked to the investigator, and he said, just don't make any more videos about your dad if you don't want anything to be done about it. And he said that I just wanted to let you know that you still had the option to get him for what he said to you as a child, or what he did to you as a child, because of the case from when you was younger as a kid. You have 13 years, and you have until you're 31, but you're 30 now. And I had no idea that it was still ongoing, and that I had this option for all these years, and I thought it just got dropped and forgotten about, and that's why I never went to court.
So but they didn't ask about Elizabeth. They weren't concerned for Elizabeth.
He did ask about that, and I said, yeah, I do think that's happening. But I said my dad's done more good than bad, and then the prosecutor then told me that, well, then you just need to stop. If you don't want anything to be done about it, I will let you know.
No, they wouldn't say that.
But hold on, I will let you know that you're just as wrong and as fault and as your dad by just letting it all go. But also, you guys don't.
They could not legally let that go.
But you guys do not understand. Yeah, they can, because I'm the one deciding not to make an arrest or anything. I have to be my say so.
Well, they have a legal obligation.
But see, the thing is, it's like, it was like, I have all this eyesight stuff. My dad's taking me to my appointments. My dad's got me a house. There's way more good things that my dad's done. And the only reason why we didn't get arrested for the incest stuff is because he said just remind your dad that it's illegal in the future and not to continue it.
Jesus Christ.
In the video from 2021 where I talked about the allegations of my dad and me as an adult and as a kid got made, everything had to be deleted. Dad had me delete everything, and that could have been used as evidence. And the prosecutor, the investigator told me that he was doing that to save his own ass, and I said no, he was doing it to save both of our asses, because we both could go to prison for 10 years with the incest stuff as an adult. So,
Anna,
the fact that we had all of my old YouTube videos,
why are you making this up? Why? What is the point? Anna, what's the point of this? Like, what is the point?
I'm not making it up.
So, like, if you don't want, like, press charges or anything, like, why do you, and you just want it to go away, like, why do you talk about it all the time?
Because she said that's the only thing people want to talk about. She wants friends. She wants to engage, and that's the one thing people want her to talk about. If she talks about anything else, they don't talk to her.
If she turns in her father, she'll lose her home. Apparently. But if she were to just hire a lawyer and sue him, she could take everything.
What money?
Isn't mentally capable of.
And I don't think you'd get in trouble for the incest stuff, because you're clearly, you're developmentally slow. You're a grooming victim.
But where will she go? Where will she go? He controls everything, the finances. She isn't mentally capable of.
Well, just try and talk to a lawyer. Like, reach out. You know what I mean? Like or just talk to the cops. Like, turn them in. Why would you?
No, because
their life is going to go to shit then.
You're going to go into a group home is what
everyone's life would. Everyone's life would be ruined. It wouldn't just be affecting mine. It would be affecting everyone else's.
But at the same time, if you know that, like, your daughter is being molested by your father, like, you're complicit if you know what's happening, like, regularly.
But she's also not my kid. That's what they all tell me.
They've told her, like, part of grooming. They've told her that legally that has to be your kid to get anything done. So if she tries to get anything done, nothing will happen because it's not her kid.
And my sister told me that's none of my business because if she gets molested, that's not my problem. She's not my kid. That's my sister's problem.
What the fuck?
My sister told me she won't believe me unless there's photo and video evidence of my dad doing it to me, which I have none. My sister won't believe me.
This is a mess.
You gotta get something.
I had to delete my TikToks. I had to delete my YouTube. I had to delete all these videos I made from when I was 10 years old, going all the way up to adulthood. I had 20 years of videos on discs, years and years of videos. I had to delete everything. Had to be deleted. That was my punishment. Everything had to be deleted.
On your computer.
And everything. Anything.
But you still have the computer and phones and stuff.
I still have the computer and phone, but everything got wiped off of it. Everything had to be deleted.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, he made her delete everything.
Even my discs. I had to delete my discs. I had to delete my videos from my phone. I had to delete my videos from my camera. I had to delete everything off my TikTok. I had to delete everything off my YouTube. Once somebody sent that video to my sister, everything got fucking wiped. And I got grounded for 2 weeks.
What'd you do with that phone? Did you trade the phone in? I know I traded mine in. I got like $1,000
My dad
off.
has that. It doesn't matter if I have the phone or not. The point is, everything had to be deleted.
I was just asking.
Does he own like another home in Fort Wayne?
He lives with my grandpa. They live together.
Grandpa?
Yes, I live by myself. God, I live by myself. But the point is, my sister and my brother-in-law live together. They live in a rich neighborhood. They have 5 kids. They would have been taken away. My brother-in-law and my sister would have gotten divorced. My dad would have gone to prison for the shit, and it would have fucked everything up. So it's probably a good thing that the videos got deleted.
He probably shouldn't have molested you.
Deleted.
He probably shouldn't have molested you.
Everything got deleted. You have no evidence. Everything got deleted. Everything.
Well, no matter what you say, I want you to know it wasn't your fault. Like, he can say whatever. It's his fault.
I need another drink. I'll be right back.
But he told me, don't make me do something that you don't want me to do. And then I know what that means. And then
it doesn't matter. He's your father. It doesn't matter if you.
I'll stop if you stop.
If you started it, it was his job to correct you. No, you didn't do nothing wrong.
If I tell him to get off my bed, then hopefully he gets off. Then luckily he gets off my bed. But if he'll look at me and smile and go, "Well, wait, what the fuck happened to the internet? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. Something happened on TV. Okay, I thought I had to
Hello.
Okay, I'm still connected.
You should download TeamViewer on your laptop. If you got a laptop, download this thing called TeamViewer. It's pretty cool.
But my dad checks for like Discord. He disables my camera on my computer and stuff like that. He checks all those things.
Well, he shouldn't get mad if you download TeamViewer. It's kind of like Discord. It's pretty cool.
He knows what that is. He has a computer with 4 monitors. He's Tachy. He knows what that shit is.
How do you know what TeamViewer is?
Is he awake?
I've used it in the past.
You're from Indiana. It's like 2 a.m. I doubt your dad's awake right now. It's like he wouldn't be monitoring TeamViewer right now.
Wait.
I've got a question. I've got a question, Anna. Okay. I know you say, from what Tachy said, you have trouble making friends, and they just want to hear about this sort of weird or this sort of traumatic stuff. Some would call it degenerate, but I think you're a pretty interesting person, and if you're lying about this, I think you're probably doing yourself a disservice. I think people are going to want to be friends with you even less. Look,
but what
I know
if
you make sort of
telling
fantastical stuff up. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm like, is this the truth, Anna, or is this a story to get attention?
Yeah. Anna, you got angry at me the other day for giving you $100 on a stream. Like, the reason I don't have you on streams is you talk about this shit all the time. You know what I mean?
And we've talked about it. I've explained to her what the issue with that is. Why? Do you remember what I told you? The detail, people don't want details of what children's parts, it's the details that upset people. She wasn't aware that's the issue. That people don't want to hear the details.
But that's something to think about, Anna. I'm not asking for an answer right now, but I need you to think about this. No, I'm talking. I'm talking, Anna. All right.
How would I?
Anna, okay, if this is fake and this is something that you're making up, like, you need to stop. Because this is, like, terrible things to be saying about your father. But if it's real, I think you need to take the adult step and, like, do something about your daughter being hurt.
Hey, Anna, if this is a true story, I guarantee there's people maybe in this call that would fund a lawyer. You could sue your father.
Help you help you get
something.
your own place, help you get the right services.
If it's a real story,
like, I know you don't want to live in an apartment.
There should be support. If you were abused as a child and now, like, you're just fucked up from that, then there will be support. And
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't undo it.
But
you
it'll
need to
stop.
take the step to correct it and stop it.
The
from
sooner
happening
it's
again.
stopped, the faster it can be dealt with and worked on healing. Like, it's not attacking you, just telling you,
And how
that option's available.
And the other thing I wanted to say was that, well, if I had all these details, how would I know all these details if, like, I was making it up? Like, there's, like, a lot of details to it that I'm told.
Yeah, the grooming. Like I said, a lot of people don't understand the grooming process.
But the problem with your story is you haven't said this to a police officer. You haven't gone on.
Yeah, because I've been told not to talk to them. Never admit shit to them. They fuck you over and they no lives and shit. Who's DMing me nigga? Who's DMing me fucking swear words?
It's not me.
I mean, they should have their username there, right? Like,
hold on, I'm posting this in chat. Marty, you fucking piece of shit. You're making them do it.
Oh my
God. Is Marty getting
yeah,
blamed? Who is it?
He's calling
Marty? You stop blaming Marty for everything.
Well, if Marty's not getting blamed, I am, and you are.
Marty's been quiet this whole time.
Marty gets blamed all the time.
Yeah, but busy telling someone to message the word nigger to Anna. Like, okay, Anna.
That's, like, childish as fuck.
We were in the middle of this deep conversation with her, and then I'm booted out of Potato's server. He wasn't even in the VC.
He didn't like it. It's because I was there. I'm his... Yeah,
well, he didn't boot you?
I need to stop. I'm not allowed to talk. It's secret.
He didn't boot you?
Yeah, I haven't gotten banned in, like, a week.
I wouldn't tell nobody. They won't trust you.
Hey, Tim, was that you on Potato's stream the other day talking shit about me?
Talking shit about... I've never talked shit about Monkey. I did about Roboto.
Before? Okay.
I've never talked shit about Monkey. Or Marty.
Okay.
I talk shit about AI boys.
Yeah, that Roboto sounds a fuckhead. I don't like it.
You know what? Like, I had my opinion because Marty, like, when Roboto first started, like, posting videos, Marty... This was when I wasn't working, so I was watching Marty all the time. And he was making fun of the meat.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't like that guy, actually.
I thought...
I remember that stream, though.
Yeah, so I thought Marty had a problem with him, so I was fucking... I can't talk. I'm not allowed.
He's drunk. You're drunk. He just...
Oh my god, wait, you thought Marty had a problem with him, so you decided to have a problem with him?
Yo, chill.
Oh, fuck boy.
He thought... I like Diem, though.
I'm just doing my own thing. Just let me do my own thing.
He's drunk. He's very drunk. He don't sound it.
I'm in LA.
Dude. Just poking you.
It's fine. I don't have a problem with anyone. I'm living.
Dude, if any problem would go any farther than this Discord call, you know what I mean? Like, it's just banter.
I know it's on a live stream. Why else would Marty be here?
No, Marty don't live stream VCs. That's not Marty.
No, never have.
No, Marty doesn't do that. I've watched Marty's
I don't care anyway. Like, either way, like, Marty, you provide, like, content. It's fun. I support and do what I can, and we just exist.
It's not being straight.
No, it's not something you have to worry about. Like,
I'm just hanging out, chatting.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's whatever. It's over. I just want to poke you a little bit, dude.
I just don't want to get. I don't want to get banned again.
Banned.
Potato.
You're gonna get banned. You're gonna get banned.
You will get banned. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I will.
When it comes to
it's inevitable.
If you make multiple accounts and send the server IP to multiple accounts under different names, so you won't know.
No,
he bans. He'll ban them.
I just talk to the mods, but it's a pain in the ass because I have to talk to all the mods, and then I have to get.
I hate his fucking mods. Fuck those mods.
I like Termite.
Who is literally keeps blocking my shit.
He's like a new guy.
He's a power happy.
He's a buddy troll from the Big Tech Sphere.
He keeps banning me for no reason. Troll. I sent Potato 11 coffees and he banned me. Every time Hetero called me fat, I sent $5. I didn't send 11, but it looks like it. But he banned me. I'm like, every time someone calls me fat, I'm going to send $5. I was in a bad mood. That motherfucker banned me. Literally banned me.
Tim did?
I did a charge. I did a charge back. I did a charge back.
Timbo.
I learned from Marty.
Hello, Timbo meatbag.
I was like, I gotta do charge back.
Is really not understanding Mr. Dooley today.
I don't know.
It's AI, isn't it?
Because Marty said he had a.
Hey, did you realize that?
Like months ago.
Did you realize that Tim Dooley wears the same shirt every day?
What?
Fuck off.
I didn't notice that.
His record is 8 days in a row.
Let her engage in just normal conversation, and maybe the sex talk will stop if people just let her talk about other stuff. She won't have to talk about the sex stuff.
I want to point out one more observation.
I want to insult my boy.
I want to point out one more observation. I think the reason Potato stayed up so late and was getting so angry towards the end is because he knows that he's going to have to face his parents tomorrow.
No,
you know what I mean? I think that's why he was getting upset.
Anna said he was autistic, and that's when everything changed. When she said he was autistic, he just corrected her. I'm not autistic.
He's sitting there at like 5 o'clock in the morning saying, like, you guys aren't letting me sleep. Let me go to sleep. And it's like, bro, just turn off the computer. You could have gone to sleep hours ago.
Yeah.
Mary,
like, you making his mom work overtime is the most insane thing I've ever
Merry Christmas Eve. We're all together on a holiday. We're all together. It's Christmas Eve.
And see, he wears the same shirt every day, and I've noticed that it's always red and always using that one like blue blanket thingy. It's always the same.
We need to have Anaconda riding on Teal.
Huh?
We need to have you. We did have Anaconda troll Teal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think she already does it. I
think
she kind of sounds like me just a moment ago. Huh? What?
Like me. You I don't think you're even going to admit it, so I won't even ask the question.
No,
but I think you troll.
Are you a troll,
I think
Anna?
that you do troll. Are you a troll?
Like, no. be honest. Like, we're.
So everything.
Do you like to piss people off?
I told you.
I like shock value. That's why I did the dog deal article thing and covered the topic about my ex-boyfriend trying to get me to fuck the dog. But I thought people were liking it and they were laughing. I didn't know they were laughing because they were uncomfortable. I was misreading the social cues. And then it went fucking viral and now everyone's pissed at me and I got.
And you know what you do? You know what you do? You just go harder. You make the story crazier and just keep them shocked. You're not going to win. You can't win. You just keep pissing them off. Like, if you're trolling, tell us.
If I was trolling the trolls, I thought that was a way for me to win, but it's not working. It wasn't.
No. You're a troll.
Anna, if you're a troll, we're not going to be bad at you. Like, it's okay.
I hope you're a troll. I hope it's just all a ruse.
Like, we're not... We're going to be confused about the thing you trolled.
The stuff I told you about my dad putting my hand on his penis when he's laying next to me in bed, it's like, it's not a lie. None of the stuff's a lie.
Yeah,
it's just in the past.
Don't give those details. That's what upsets people. It disturbs them.
It's the way she says it. It's the way she just, like, she's so upfront. You know what I mean? Like, there's no delay.
But she gets a reaction. The most
outrageous shit.
She gets a shock
she's
reaction.
Just looking for a So that's why I think it's all a ruse. It's because it's not genuine.
Anna, if you're a troll, you're obviously a good troll, and you can just it could be put to use. You could just tell us.
You're like, in what way?
Like if,
okay, so like if you're trying to like make a living off this, like the way you're doing, well, what I'm saying is like,
yeah, y'all shut up.
Like being like a horror cow, right? Like I'm into my like father molesting me and then molesting other people. If it's all a lie and you're trying to like make a name on the internet, it's like people.
That's like the one thing you don't troll about.
Like you join, so like you join a Discord channel and like 5 people leave. It's because of you, because of like what you have said.
Yeah, the thing that topic is the one thing you want to avoid if you want to troll people.
Look, I'm going off Anna. I'm going off Anna at the moment. I'm going off Anna that this is all a troll.
It's a troll.
Like, okay, let's just say it is. And I think to get more popular, you got to like not make it about your fucking, sexual history, because people get uncomfortable with that. Like you could go a bit more wacky and a bit more zany with it, like just say other stuff. But like,
wait, no. Why are we feeding the delusions? Is it a real thing or not? Anna, like, did your father?
Are you like schizophrenic or something, dude? Do you have paranoia?
What?
Is Anna?
I'm asking.
I'm asking what? Like, did her father molest her or not?
No, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think it's a valid question. Like the dog thing seemed not to have happened. Like
she admitted it didn't. Like, I'll ask her, Anna. Like, are you shocked? Are you just doing this like for the reaction, or is this a legit thing that happened? And we're not gonna care if you've been lying. We won't tell nobody.
But why do you care if it's true?
Well, if
it matters.
We want to sort of get to know you a bit better, essentially.
Like you said, you want friends, and obviously you're learning that people on here aren't friends. They're just trying to bait you. You know what baiting is. You said bait. But right. I'm telling you, if you are doing this for attention or you want to be a troll, it's okay to just tell us right now, because that's the one thing people are going to have an issue with. If you want to troll, there's different ways to troll than saying your father did that. Like, that makes people very uncomfortable. That's the one thing you want to totally avoid. Are you a troll?
It's the one thing you want to eradicate.
Yeah, for what it's worth too. I mean, like you lashed out at me the other morning because I stopped having you on stream. Like I gave you $100. Like, I'd like to keep having you on stream. Like it's like lying about this stuff. Like you just not talk about it. And like if it didn't happen, if you can be honest.
Do you think?
Really, but even if it did happen, the whole point was I was going to leave it all in the past and let it all go away.
But
you just started screaming that you fucked your dad and that you fucked 12 and 13-year-olds like the other morning.
Exactly.
Okay, but what we're saying is, if you're wanting shock value and to work people up, you're gonna have to find a different thing to hit them. Like now, the old school trolling that would have worked. The old school trolling, you could do anything. Anything was go, but it's different now. You avoid that. Do you think if you trolled any other way, is that the only thing you've poked around and seen got the reaction? Are you afraid if you switch to something else, you'll be exiled or something?
I mean, this is the only thing that gets you like mad hella views and attention and shit. But it's not a lie. I mean, I'm telling you,
it's okay
if I tell real life stories and events and stuff that's happened.
I'm not trolling
you. Thing, the dad thing, and all that. If I actually speak the truth out about it, then I can know I'm not the only one that was alone. But I can also be like, this is the only place I can really be safe about it with telling people, because it's the internet. It's not real. It's the internet.
But the issue is, like, all that's fine. But the issue is, if there's a child being actively molested, that's an issue. The child has to be removed, no matter what. So if it's a troll, we need to know it's a troll.
But they don't have. Listen, please stop with that noise. Stop.
That's a
Stop.
monkey.
Stop.
Yo, monkey, can you mute?
My bad.
He
I was
does
adding
that a
something. I
lot.
didn't realize it was loud.
He does that all the time.
The problem is that she doesn't even let me move because she lives with my brother-in-law and my sister. She has a good life and she has fucking 4 brothers. And if they all get removed,
But she's
then they
being
would
raped.
fucking all go to different homes.
Why would they all get removed? Are they also
because they're in danger because a
participating?
child is being raped. If that
She's
child's
adopted by my sister.
if that child's not being protective, the other children are being protective.
But it's your father. It's a grandfather, right?
No, I'm not. I have no control over any of that.
So your sister's married?
Yes, she's married with 5 kids and 4 boys of her own.
And her husband is a good man. Is he a good man?
Yes.
He has a stable job.
Yes, he works from home. He works at Bitco.
Bitco?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look it up. That's a bank.
Yes.
How do you know why she's adopted? They have money. They can afford to give her the life that I couldn't give her. That was the whole point. She's not my kid. Because I have no rights to her or nothing like that. So, whatever happens when she's not my dad's, I can't do anything about it. Because, again, she's not my kid.
You're such a piece of shit. This is true. You're the Antichrist.
Well, I'll just ask one more time. Like I'm cool with you. If this has been a lie as a troll, it's cool. Just say it. And like,
why would I be trolling about it? I'm telling you, like, as long as I don't make any more videos about it or whatever. But the thing is, it's like, you're all gonna think I'm crazy and don't believe anyway. So it doesn't matter anymore.
I'll believe. I am a shock reaction person. I get it. I get the rush you get from confusing people.
But why would I make this stuff up when I told you in great detail about this stuff?
Okay, I was just asking. I believe you.
It throws me off when you just join a Discord call and just start spewing a ton of information all at once. That's what throws me off.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, that's what shock reaction people enjoy. That's why I'm just
right. So I'm hoping that's what it is, and it's all not real.
I mean, she said it gets you views. Is that what you want? You want views?
You want people to pay. You want attention.
It's okay to be honest. There's nothing wrong with wanting views.
People like Cyrax that do horrible things, they get very negative attention.
Yeah, you don't have to get negative attention if
so
you
why
enjoy
are you
trolling.
talking about if a
it
little girl isn't getting a bit abused, if this is all ruse and there's not your spawn getting abused by your father.
Well, I literally told you. Well, I literally told you what I know to be true.
What you know to be true. Okay. Well, then you gotta do something about it.
No, we don't, because I can let it all go. By just not making any more videos about it, and I'll just chalk it up to the investigator telling me that I was just as wrong and as at fault as my dad for letting him get away with what he did to me as a kid.
That's what Dion told you. Is that do you take in information sometimes and then just kind of it becomes your memory?
The investigator told me that if I don't do anything about it, then I'm just as at fault and as wrong as my dad. Then so be it, dude.
But they're legally obligated to investigate.
He did way more good for me than he's done bad. He got me a house. He's done all these things for me. He's going to retire and move to Florida. He's going to get his disability check when he retires, and he's going to move to Florida and leave everything behind. Yes, he will.
If he's molesting Elizabeth,
if
he's molesting Elizabeth, none of that's going to happen.
No, he's going to do all those things.
He's not.
I'm going to let it all go.
And then he'll own everything he has.
We're not letting it. We cannot knowingly let this child be raped.
I'm letting all go. She's not my kid. She's not my kid.
Yeah, she's not your kid.
Okay.
What do y'all think? I don't know. She might be a troll.
I mean, if she's just making all this shit up, that's like really disgusting as far as your dad goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
this is what I think.
I've been through so many. Like, it's the truth. It's a lie. She's a troll. She's slow. She needs to understand. I'm so confused. If she's a troll, she's good.
The fact that nothing's happened about it is very, very sort of, I'd say it's telling that it's not happening. You know what I mean? Like, if she's already spoken to, what sort of investigator would say?
No, they legally.
If you don't want to press charges, you know.
Yeah, they legally have to investigate if they've been told the child's been molested. CPS would be involved. They would legally have to investigate.
You would hope so.
She said the police were called on her. We got all the information.
Yeah,
we got her.
But police are lazy. You know what I mean? We're talking about like real people, like, you know, maybe he drank the day before.
Yeah, but if it went as far as there's an investigator involved and they visited her, they're not going to just say, well, it's okay, but tell him in the future he'll get in trouble. No, that's not. If you've dealt with cops, that's not what. And she freaked out and ran when the pressure was like, we're not going to let it happen, and she ran. I think she's lying.
Sorry, Jim, for shitting on you a bit, dude, but I was like trying to slowly get to it, and like you were sort of like being a bit harsh and like sort of killing the mood. I know you were here first, but like, no, dude, we're all just talking, you know. But I was sort of, because I like to work slow.
Well,
I wanted to like sort of.
Monkey, zero problems.
Yeah, no problems, dude.
We're good.
Yeah, me and Dim, we've been balancing all night like that.
I have zero problems with you, Monkey. We've had
I've got no problems with you. But I think that the fact that she says, "Why do I know all these details?" Liars will tell the story over and over again and add details, and like just having details doesn't mean it's true, you know.
Well, it's weird because I asked her, when we first started the conversation, she said that she got molested by her father when she was really young. And then later on in the conversation, she said that it started happening when she was in her 20s.
Well, and she said all the information's on Kiwi Farms. I find it hard to believe all that information's on there. No one has contacted CPS about it unless she's lying about she's smart enough to lie about the details. She knows what TeamViewer is. How would she know what I was wanting to use TeamViewer for? Normal people wouldn't know what I wanted to use it for. She ain't.
Well, because
other people might have asked her to use it.
She's probably seen like Kit Boga. You know who Kit Boga? He does like scam. They always use TeamViewer. Yeah. So, like this IRS scams.
I'm sorry. That right there switched my mind. Like I really believed she was slow and misunderstood. The way she got angry and ran when I said he.
Yeah, I'm like.
I always tend to think these people as like, I don't know. I always give them too much credit, if that makes sense. Like I always think they're smarter than they actually are.
I've got a 3.5 hour recording here.
No. It's hard. Dude, but if that's true, that's so unbelievably fucked that the American system hasn't done anything about that. You know what I mean? Like, but it sounds like it's so gross, man.
There's no way they would say, okay, but you tell if there's an investigator contacting you, they're not going to say, okay, well tell him he'll be in trouble in the future.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So no one's like, you're saying like no one's. Someone had to have like reported her, right? Like from the videos that were made on her. Like, there's been some like big YouTubers that have made videos.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's recorded here somewhere where she said all her father's name and all that's already on Kiwi Farms. She said, then she started talking about the police had been called, and that the police were called, and that's where the investigator came from. Oh, and that's where the investigator came from, right? But that don't make sense. If it's on Kiwi Farms, she would have been swarmed.
Yeah. It sounds like she doesn't really know how to keep friends around, and all she does is talk about this weird shit so people look at her like a freak show, but that's the closest way she can get any sort of human interaction, you know?
Yeah, well,
that's like the vibe I'm getting.
She made it on the internet, like, for some dumb Minecraft stuff, right?
I did not know that was her. I just found that out, like, last week.
So now she might be, like, just trying to keep relevance. You know what I mean? Like, in some way.
She was given the opportunity. Like, if she's a troll, she's a damn good troll, but...
She's amazing if she's a troll. She's fucking actually... Like, you know, obviously she's a bit misguided in, like, what she's trolling about, but, like, her acting skills are pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
I had us watching grooming videos to teach her about grooming. Like, she's good. I was hoping so bad she would say she's a troll. She's so good. She had Dim thinking he was being trolled. She had Dim over there thinking...
I just feel dirty not knowing if it's the truth or not. You know what I mean? Like,
but you should...
I don't know.
In a situation like this, you should err on the side of the child's safety. If there's a child being raped...
That's
of course. Of course.
What's it? She's on.
Yeah, no.
I mean, but who knows if the details she gave us were correct? I mean...
Well, that's...
Yeah.
He worked...
She's smart enough to act the way she... This is all an act. There's no way she's giving us correct details. Why is she dropping her uncle's fucking place of business, you know? Like, that seemed weird.
Yeah, and I feel like she knew we were baiting her into giving us that info, because she would give it so easy and be like, yeah, don't give the info.
Well, when she joined, like, the server, she just started talking about her father, like, molesting her and stuff.
She really has a daughter. She sent us hospital photos of when she gave birth.
Yeah.
So it's real. There is a daughter.
There is a daughter.
And then her sister, Julie...
Switching devices. Bring it back.
It's just us.
Yeah, I don't know. Tachy, I hope, like, you're trolling me.
Trolling you? I would...
Yeah,
baby, please.
I'm just trolling. This is all fucking bullshit.
Baby, please.
I'm not in this world.
I'm not... Well,
what do you think? With me?
You know I'm not... You're trolling me, telling me I'm trolling you.
I hope you are.
Trolling you with what?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I hope it is.
Yeah, to believe, like, anything that she says is real, I think is retarded.
But what if...
You think, Marty?
But,
yeah.
You think it's all a ruse?
How come no one has called CPS?
She lies about fucking a dog for attention. Why wouldn't she lie?
She admitted that, though. She admitted to us all that. She admitted what she lied about and why.
Well, she said the dog didn't want her.
She did not.
She did. She said the dog didn't want her.
Change it to, like, you know what I mean? So, like, to take this as something that's serious, like, the police have already investigated it. Like, come on.
Did they?
No, look, I was more like playing along and just seeing where it was leading. I sort of wanted her to slip up.
I mean, she did. She said,
but like, it is scary that, like, what sort of person makes that shit up for? Oh, it's insane. She's
imagine. Look at her. Imagine you were her. You don't get attention. You know, like if you're slightly attractive, you probably don't understand what it's like to get no attention.
But if you're not at all attractive,
yeah,
on like, any scope, like you have to try to get a son.
Like it's hard for beautiful people like all of us to understand their world, you know.
I mean, like you don't have like a wonky eye.
I'm just fat and obese, and
well, I mean that's normal. Like, do you have a wonky eye?
Probably, I probably will now. Why? She don't have a wonky eye. She's missing an eye.
She's got a wonky eye like Cyrex, right? Like.
But imagine if you were Cyrex. You know you.
I would kill myself. I don't know if someone's streaming, but.
Oh yeah. Well, no one's streaming. I'm recording though. I might send it to Impress or put it on my page.
I would kill myself.
Why? Like for what?
If I was Cyrex, fucking off myself.
Yeah, I guess I can quit. I'll quit recording now. Hold on.